you guys get up, and you are gonna. I do a lot of artwork. So you guys are kind of in these long, rolling green hills, these plains, as you head south. Does anybody want to do anything in particular to start out?
Yeah, before going to bed, I'll cast Good Berries twice.
Fair enough.
Lots of berries for tomorrow to make new friends.
Remind me exactly how long they're good for.
They're good for 24 hours. It takes 1 action to eat one, and in my case, they heal for 4 HP each.
Okay, perfect. All right. So the next morning you get up, and it's a pretty easy day. You know, you guys are not really pushing it as far as your travel speed or anything like that. It's just an easy pace for the caravan. They do intend to make it, so you make it through the day. The sun starts to set. You haven't quite made it to Greenest yet.
How many wagons are part of the caravan?
We'll say 6. There's quite a few. Paige is a pretty wealthy merchant, so he's, you know, like I said, he makes this trip once a year. Kind of loads up all of his wagons, all of his goods, and heads south to peddle his wares, pretty much.
How many people?
A couple dozen altogether, including y'all.
Okay, mostly humans, or?
Yeah, mostly humans. Maybe a couple dwarves in there, a couple elves, and you guys, which are a curious bunch compared to the normal stops along these places. As the sun starts to set, the clouds kind of become overcast. Somebody just give me a quick perception check. Or the group can, it doesn't matter.
I'll do one.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Not so much.
If everyone's rolling, I'm rolling, but I don't think I can beat that 26.
Right.
Oh wow, that was in that 20.
I'm mediocre.
So you guys are maybe about half a mile away from the village of Greenest. And on the air, there's just the unmistakable smell of smoke. And as you kind of go crest one of these hills, you see an orange glow off in the distance as you get closer and closer to this village. Paige pulls the caravan to a stop, and with those. What's that?
That must be ahead of a party there.
A little bit. It looks like Paige pulls the caravan to a stop, and you see him kind of whispering to a couple of the guards that he's brought with him, and the wagons actually start to pull off of the road. What do you guys do?
Horizon. That cannot be a good sign.
Run up to Paige and say, Paige, we're not going towards the big orange glow in the sky, right?
Well, that's actually where we were headed, it would appear. These roads are not terribly well traveled, but it seems some trouble is ahead.
And what are we going to do? Hide till the trouble leaves, right?
Well, I'm not taking my caravan that direction, at least until we know what's ahead.
All right, that's solid. You're a good man, Paige.
So shall we look?
Yes, maybe.
I want to go to that party.
You want to go towards the fire.
If
Yeah,
that's
if it's a bonfire, it must be a hell of a party.
If
Well,
that's
you
a
guys are
town
certainly
and they are in
great.
trouble, then we should approach cautiously and try to provide assistance.
Oh, that too, I suppose. Yeah.
I'm gonna do whatever Tristan does, and Andrew's gonna kind of fly and kind of hover behind him, using him as a big old body shield.
I like that. Just human shield the whole time. Okay, so is everybody in agreement? You know, heading that way?
Tristan is prepared to head that way, but he will only do so if like more people are going with him. Yes.
Kern will
Grab
go.
shield, and I will be ready to go.
Then let's head there and take a look before we intervene.
So
Why are
Paige
we
actually.
heading
Go
over
ahead.
there? Why are we
There might
heading
be-
towards the big fire?
There might be people already there.
It's what Paige has given us the shiny coins for.
Paige actually hears you say that,
Shiny coins.
and he does say, "If you guys will go ahead of us and see if it's safe or not, I would appreciate it. I can't offer a lot because most of my value is in goods right now, but I can throw you maybe a couple potions at the end of it and cover the cost of your journey."
But anyway, either it's a big party or the people that needs us. In any case, we need to go there.
I hears that.
Simple.
I hears that he says that he will cover the cost of the journey, and it's like, okay, all right, I'm in.
Yeah, same. I was like, okay, I need money.
Considering.
Let's go make new friends.
So you guys are heading that way?
Yeah.
Everybody in agreement?
Yes. One thing, however, can we head there like carefully? Cause I don't think it's a party. Like, just being
I-
like.
So I will give you guys this with those two excellent perception checks. As you guys begin to move, there is the unmistakable sound of the clanging of swords. There is battle happening ahead of you.
Really a nice party.
And as you guys get closer, it is now dark. The sun has set completely. The moon is out, but it is blocked out by clouds of smoke arising from a burning village. Most of what you can see at first, the buildings themselves are not on fire. It is mostly the fields around the village and the plains that you guys have been coming through. Most of the buildings seem to be intact, but you do see movement. There are a lot of people ahead of you. What do you guys want to do at this point?
Stealth.
Okay.
Because I'd like to assess the situation before we actually rush into whatever the hell this is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Approach sneakily, see how many enemies there are, and if there are too many, we run back, get our potions, and dip.
Okay. Well, in that case, give me some stealth rolls. And I will need this from everyone.
That is not the right button.
Oh, I got bad news for you guys. Not very stealthy.
It's hard to be stealthy when you're.
Oh, man.
I'm looking for
Tristan
They're trying to make the
stumbles and
barbarian
makes a bunch of
sneakier.
noise.
Real quick, Tristan.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking.
Yep.
That said AI. Okay. So, what kind of armor are you wearing? Is it actually grant you disadvantage, or?
No, I'm rolling it. So roll 20 is configured to roll twice, but the
Right.
first roll is a natural one, so I
Okay.
don't think I have a stealth disadvantage, but it doesn't matter.
That's why I was asking. Whatever armor, seeing if it actually granted it or not.
Fine, but that's cool, right?
Okay.
I'm on chain shirt, which should be fine.
All right.
But-
Let me get us to the next screen.
Nonetheless,
And I
I'm
know I promised you guys nothing but combat, but
on-
That's a good way to build bonds to start.
combat is
All right.
as good an opportunity to role play as
Team-building
any other.
exercise, killing people.
all right, real quick.
It's a way to build real friends.
Right,
And
All
if
of
we
you,
get TPK, then well,
right. We'll roll new characters. Now, everybody, real quick, just test, see if you can control your tokens. So everybody see which one is marked in their name. And
So-
real quick, I didn't have your AC and your HP. Oh, sorry. I used the wrong token for you on every single screen. I'm sorry.
You're good. I know I
oh,
gave you something and then promptly
go.
changed it.
HP in red?
HP in red, armor class in blue, if you don't mind. Just so I can have a quick reference to it.
That's a big fairy.
Hold on one second.
You said AC in blue, right?
Yeah, that's where I
Okay.
like to keep it.
Well,
Anybody
mine are
know-
the same. My HP and my AC. So
Oh, fair
I'm
enough.
not sure it's a good thing or not.
Not at level 1.
Yarak, your AC is 18?
Yeah.
Good lord.
Oh wow.
How?
I'm actually my first level is life cleric, so I have a heavy armor and a shield.
Fair enough. Okay.
Then it
Yeah,
will be full
yeah,
body, so
that'll
that's-
do it.
Sorry, I guess I missed that on your.
I'm a small tank.
All right.
That's
So,
scary.
with those stealth rolls, you guys do kind of manage to stumble your way through the dark down into the village. As you first start passing buildings, Tristan, you actually trip, creating a very large sound, and you see about 6 eyes turn your direction. But as it happens, you all see in front of you a woman, a man, and 3 children run across the crossroads in front of you, chased by 6 small reptilian, almost dragon-like creatures. They look at you as you fall, and then turn immediately back to the family. What do you guys do?
Is
So-
it with all the fire? Is it bright enough that without dark vision we can see?
Definitely.
Okay, cool. That's what. I thought.
Well, if I can act, I will put them to sleep.
Okay. With what? Sorry.
Sleep spell.
Okay. Drop the. Do you have? Let me pull up y'all's character sheets.
I'm gonna turn to Tristan and cast Blessing of the Trickster and say, "Here, dude, I think you need this."
What
Fair
does
enough.
it do?
Okay.
What does it do?
What? I'm sorry. Repeat that.
What does Blessing of the Trickster do?
It just gives you advantage on dexterity checks.
Sounds good.
That would be yeah. That
How
would
long
have
does
been
it last? That would have been good a moment ago, but sure.
Would have been before the stealth rolls. Listen, Ren's not very bright, okay? I have 8 intelligence. Give me a break.
And Andre's gonna grab at Tristan's collar and try pulling him up, helping him up.
Fair enough.
So
Okay.
Get up.
I do not start this prone. Then.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And let me pull up your character sheet.
Well,
And you're casting sleep. You said.
Yep, sleep as level 1. So I cast it there, so it has a 20 feet range
Okay.
from
So-
there. So basically, those 4 creatures.
Mhm.
What it does is the one with the lowest HP fall asleep if it has under 25. And then we have to deduct that out of the 25 HP. Then the second one with the lowest HP falls asleep and
So up
goes
to 25 hit points, right?
up to 25 total hit points.
Okay. Do they have a save or anything?
Yeah. Let me
Does it
look.
just automatically
This
happen?
time I use that.
Sleep, let me check.
Storage.
Do not.
I don't believe so.
Spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage, or someone use an action to shake a slap there.
Okay.
No.
No save.
All
Close.
right. So you are looking. You cast this pretty much in the middle of the crossroads, and then the 4 creatures nearest to the center are all going to immediately collapse into sleep. There are 2 more that you can see right now that are not asleep, and they have suddenly realized that you are a threat. And they...
Nice.
Go ahead.
Sorry, is there any way for us to know which ones are asleep and which ones aren't? Like,
Yeah, sorry, I was looking for the...
Yeah, you want to mark them with maybe this thing.
Yep, that'll work. Let me find it. There we go. So all 4 of them, like mid-run, just collapse, and they are all snoring peacefully in the dirt. These 2 actually turn to you all, having been surprised, and are now immediately regretting their decision to chase his family. You guys have surprised them, though. Let's go ahead and actually roll just initiative real quick. So if you guys will, in case you don't know, click on your token. There we go.
Makes sense.
I didn't mean to hit that twice, so I guess take the first one, the 9.
Um,
Yeah, you can edit your own initiative down to 9.
Oh, I can? How do I do? Oh, okay.
You're good.
I
I got
it. Did it for you.
everybody in there? 1, 2, 3. I'll go ahead and roll for them too, just in case.
Just in case they get a turn.
Yep. All right. So, Rin, you are actually first up, and you guys are going to have a surprise around here because you've got them pretty much unawares.
Nice. Okay, so these 2 ones that aren't asleep, we can see them, right? Like this
Correct.
green thing is in a boulder. All right. So I am going to turn to the family and yell, like, "Run! Get out of here!" And then I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on, I guess the one nearest to us.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
All right. So you can cast that from your sheet. Actually, read.
Yeah, let me just. That's just a normal roll, right?
Actually, it's me. Sorry.
Yeah, they do a. If
Dex
you click
save.
it on your sheet, it prints what it does, and then they do a dex save. And yeah.
All right. So you cast out this flame, and it just immediately engulfs this thing and has caught him completely by surprise. And he is going to be scarred and burned and fall to the ground. All right. Next up is it I or A?
I.
I. That's what I thought.
Okay, so there is only one technically still a threat.
Correct. That you can see.
That we can see.
And actually, let me go ahead.
What's my fucking speed? I'll go over here in the center to like be a barrier between the one who is still awake and the family. And
Okay.
I'm going to hold my action to attack if any enemy comes within 5 feet of me.
Okay. Cool. And it is actually his turn. So he is actually seeing his friend just engulfed in flame and his 4 other comrades put to sleep and seemingly at your mercy. He's going to run. These are not brave little guys.
Noom.
You better run.
And he is gone, and now you guys have 4 sleeping enemies at your disposal. He's asleep.
I just kind of look around confused after
Yeah.
the one like ran away, being like,
Hey guys, I'm sorry. Give me just a couple minutes. I'll
Okay.
be right back, okay?
Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
I'll just play a song meanwhile.
That's how we advance into town.
Sounds
So,
like
do you guys want to
music.
tie up the
Oh,
sleeping ones?
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but there's probably more around the whole place.
Yeah,
How
that's
long do they
true.
stay asleep for?
Until somebody hurts them, I think.
Would we have the time to tie them up, or there is an entire village in trouble here?
I mean, these things go down pretty fast. We can just like hit them and they'll probably die.
Right? We could
Yeah.
execute them.
Curran didn't really want to kill him unless he had to, so okay, that works.
I suppose it would be faster to just kill them. Do you think we can be friends with them?
Just
Too
ugly.
adopt whatever the
Friends
fuck
with
they
the
are.
carnivorous lizards.
They didn't seem too terribly friendly. Are you sure they can speak?
Probably not. I think... Nah, they're not friendly. If they were any more inbred, they'd be sandwiches.
Save that for vicious mockery.
Oh, I have plenty for vicious mockery. Two wrongs don't make a right. Just look at your parents.
Oh my.
Grammarly does more than catch error. With Grammarly,
Oh,
Are
well.
we sponsored now?
The sentence is grammatically correct, but it's wordy.
Sorry for the sponsor.
No problem. I wonder if we should chase after the one who just left.
Well, don't look at me. I have a movement speed of 3 squares, so...
What?
Well, I'm a halfling without strength in a heavy armor. What do you think?
Shouldn't that still be just 25 of, feet per movement?
Without armor, it'd be 25, but with armor, it's 15.
Oh, you're encumbered. Like,
Yeah, I don't have the strength to move properly with my armor, yeah.
I see. Well, that's what you trade off for that AC, I guess.
Yep, cannot have everything. But I can count on my friends to help me if needed. Or the spell Long Strider, that works too. Oh well, time for another one then. My halfling is basically playing a violin, but as if it was a cello because it's too small.
Oh, I like that.
So did Yark just start playing in the crossroads?
It was meanwhile you came back.
Fair enough. All right, I'm back. Okay, so you guys have these 4 creatures completely asleep. The family is cowering. You see the woman of the group actually holding a small shield and a spear, unsure of you, and kind of pointing the spear at the group of you that has just shown up. Her husband with her is badly injured, and the 3 children are with her. There's 2 very small ones and one you would estimate probably a teenager, kind of helping the father limp along.
I will come to help them.
Okay,
Are
I'm
we
gonna
still
walk
on
up and
initiative?
ask.
What's that? Sorry, a lot of people were talking.
I'm gonna walk up to them and ask them, like, what's going on? Who attacked the village?
As you kind of edge closer to, she points a spear at you and says, "Stay back.
I will.
Who are you?"
I will persuade her that we are not a threat and we are here to help.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
And I'll cast the guidance cantrip before it.
Okay.
So it's 21 plus a d6 plus a d4.
Okay.
So,
So,
it's 7.
so what do you tell her to calm her down?
We just came here and we are here to help. And I am a healer. I can help them.
She looks at you and she kind of glances back at her husband and she's like, "You're a healer?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Please, can you please help my husband?
Sure.
Those beasts attacked us. They came out of nowhere."
I go see him and I give him a good berry.
And that's good for how much for him?
It's 4 HP.
4 HP.
Which for a commoner, it's
Yeah.
Are we
Plenty.
still initiative?
But I give each
No,
of them. I will
not at the
give.
moment.
I will give each of them a good berry.
Okay. Actually, none of the others are hurt.
I'm just gonna go and stab this one.
Okay.
We're disposing of them,
roll an
right?
attack.
Question mark.
You can. It's up to y'all.
Yeah, I think we should get rid of them.
She's gonna stab, but then she's gonna look up and be like, "We're disposing of them, right?" 10.
good enough for me. Let's get rid of these foul beasties. And I'll take my sword two-handed and try to hit the one in front of me. By the way, you have
I do-
advantage on that attack,
Yep.
right? Because they are
asleep.
prone.
Correct.
Oh, cool.
So you can roll one more time.
It's a 10. It's still a 10. No? Yes? Question mark. That's
so you
a
rolled
wrong.
damage twice.
My
Yeah.
bad. No, that's a
Crit
10.
fail. So you miss, but it doesn't mean it doesn't wake him up. So
I
Yep.
miss a sleeping. What, a kobold? I don't know.
Okay.
It rolls over.
Does a
and back
16
again.
hit this thing?
yes. So this one you put it out of its misery as it's sleeping.
Okay, I want to walk over to the one I already killed and search its corpse.
Okay. All it's got on it is actually some just primitive clothes and a little crappy dagger, just a rusted dagger. Nothing fancy at all. They don't really have much on them at this point.
Can I try to stab again?
Okay. I'm just picturing you just like stabbing, just Yep. Okay, that'll hit.
Okay.
Like, you're not necessarily missing it the first time. You might be hitting something that is harder to pierce.
Yeah. Okay, so you managed to put that one out of its misery on your second try.
Don't
Okay,
let him
so
out
you
here,
guys have
man.
2 more. Yark, what is your weapon?
It's a mace.
Just
But
curious.
I don't have it in hand right now. I use my hand for spellcasting.
Okay. So you have managed to calm down this woman, and she looks at you and she says, "My name is Lennon, and my husband is Kuth. We were trying to leave the village when these things attacked, or after the attack began, I guess. We heard all the noise, but these 6 they caught us trying to leave, and we tried to turn around and flee to the keep. But
Well, if you go in that direction, there won't be anyone because we came from that direction, and there's a caravan over there. They might be able to help you.
well, I think we'd be better off fleeing to the keep at this point. We don't know how many are out there, and they might have moved by the time you have come through.
Maybe we should go there. I could help others.
Well, if y'all are going there, we'll certainly go with you.
Are there many more of these creatures in town?
Yes, there were dozens. Not just of these creatures, but of people as well.
Hold on, people
Maybe we
attacked you?
There are people here as well, yes.
Maybe you should stay in the center, and we'll protect you while going to the keep.
So you guys actually, she kind of points off into the direction of the keep so that you can see where she's talking about. And in the center of this village is kind of a low hill. And in the very center of that sits a small stone keep. In the center of town is where the keep is. That's seems to be the only place that they're not attacking at the moment.
We should go there, I suppose.
Indeed,
Okay.
we should escort these fine folks there.
Okay.
Should
Okay.
should we
Should
like
just kill everything.
should we like inform Paige that he should or they should like leave?
It's up to y'all.
How far away is the caravan?
Probably about half a mile.
So real close, so that there is a risk that they will get attacked if we're not there.
Yeah, I think we should go and like inform them like, hey, you should
They
like
probably won't be seen though.
Well, given the amount of resistance we have met so far, maybe it's fine for someone to go back and inform Paige while
who here is fast?
someone else advances toward escorts these people towards the fortress.
Is that what we're doing?
I'm not very fast.
Y'all tell me.
Who here is fast?
I can fly back. I can warn Paige. Tell him to hide.
Okay.
Not come.
Aren't you like tiny?
So?
Yes.
But he has wings. It
Doesn't make that like slow?
Please do, and be safe.
I'm faster than... Points at the halfling in the armor.
Huh?
All right, so the rest of you are heading towards the keep?
Mhm.
Okay. So, and that's Indri, right? I'm sorry, I don't have Discord up, so I can't tell for sure
Yeah.
who's talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Indri, you fly off quickly in order to warn Paige. You make it back with no real incidents. Meanwhile, the group... Everybody on another map here?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna
black,
fix your
though.
token. Yeah.
Oh,
so in the
there it
top
is.
right corner,
Okay.
you guys.
Top right.
Ooh, that's a big map.
Yeah. And Indri, if you want to put your correct token out there, I'm sorry, I thought I had fixed it, but clearly I had not.
It's all good. I'm not here right now anyway, so
Yeah, sure.
I don't know why it's so big though.
It was doing that. I think it's just for this map. On the battle maps, it's correct.
Yeah, you're gonna need to at some point you're gonna need to set it to this size and then reassociate it with the
Mhm.
character sheet, I think.
Yeah,
And I
well,
don't think we can do it.
It's correct on the battle maps. Just that for whatever reason, on the actual maps like this, it's
The
huge.
business ones.
Okay. So you guys do tend to you actually manage to follow the road kind of to the very outskirts of the rest of the village. Where you were was just the very, very far edges of the town. So you have a family in tow, and there are people all throughout the village as far as you can hear commotion. What do you guys want to do? And I'm going to point out, I'll actually make this visible for you so you can tell where you're supposed to be heading, because it is raised. You can see it.
I'll cast light on my shield to take the attention away from the villagers and so the villagers can see us as
Okay.
a beacon of hope.
Okay. So you guys as a group are free to move.
How about we don't cast light on shields and attract attention to us while we're trying to protect these villagers here that are with us?
Yeah, how
But
about we
we-
sneak?
We have to take all the villagers we find and bring them to the keep. They will see us that way, that we are with them.
Yeah, but then like the lizards will see us too.
And apparently the people who are with the
If they
lizards?
come to us,
Fight
let
with
them
us.
come.
People, yeah.
Don't worry, if lizards come after us, Curran will smash with his war axe.
I take my mace out too.
All right,
I
I'm
will
just kind
smash
of
them too.
gonna hang way back from. Like I'm gonna
What's that? I'm
follow,
sorry?
but I'm gonna follow, but like at a distance.
Yeah.
Kind of
Okay.
trying to avoid the light. Can
All
I
right,
make like a stealth check to try to be sneaky?
real quick, everybody hold right there.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Now, you three in the front here, are you guys trying to sneak?
At this point, Tristan wouldn't be trying to sneak.
No,
Sorry
I'm
to
not
waste
sneaking.
the blessing, but his shield in hand, sword in the other.
Yeah, we're going in true.
The
Okay.
heroic type.
So as you guys kind of near what is a road going through this village, you attract the attention. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Of two humans standing next to this house while they're trying to break into it. One of them looks over, sees the three of you, and just shouts out, "Hey, you three! What are you doing over there?"
Does it look like he is trying to break into the house to save his life or trying to break into the house as an assailant?
You can make an insight check.
Oh, yes.
These guys don't belong in that house for sure. They're trying to kick the door open.
I just tell that to the guy. They are looters. They are against the people here. I'm sure of it.
So,
Alright.
Curran, he's gonna call back out to them. What are you doing over here?
Does it look like there's anyone in the house?
No, not that you can tell. There's
Okay.
smoke rising from the chimney, but there's smoke rising from every chimney that you can see so far.
From where we are, can we hear or see this confrontation going on?
Let's see.
Probably.
It's about 100 feet.
Oh, that's that far, okay.
Yep. It's a big map.
I try to just persuade them. Look, guys, you don't want to fight us. We don't want to fight you. Can you just go away and we never see each other? We never saw each other.
Are you casting something?
No, I'm just...
Just try. All right, make a persuasion check.
What
Dude.
the hell?
27.
There we go.
Okay, so they actually take a look at your group. Yark, they look at you. They size you up pretty good, and they're like, but then they see Kieran and Tristan. And they're like,
Did you know I'm a spellcaster? My shield is glowing.
Yeah.
so
Our business is
so they
around
actually-
unless you wish to make it yours.
with that, they actually go around the side of the house, and you can hear them kind of continue to try and get in, but they are content to leave you be at the moment.
If the house is
That's
empty,
what
they're
I
not
thought.
important. Just need to go to the keep. The house is not important. Just the people are important.
Wait, hold on.
Agreed.
Okay, while this has been going on, I'm still trying to like be sneaky. So can I?
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Here, hold right there, guys, before y'all move any further.
Sure. And let's resolve the sneaky part first.
Yep. Rin, you are very quiet. You're keeping low to the ground. There's plenty of grass around you to hide in. Indri, if you want to start kind of moving back into town, I'll say that probably enough time has passed for you to make it back since you're flying.
Was he able?
Yeah.
What happened with the caravan? Did he?
You made it back in time to warn Paige, and he's actually going to move the caravan a little bit further back.
Oh, and I'll tell him that we're headed for that keep. If when he feels like it's safe, he can go
Sure.
there. But I'll wait like another turn or so. Cause
Okay.
it should be about 40 turns to go, half a mile and back. I think my math isn't any good.
Yeah, this is real loose.
That's a few
here, so-
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the three of you, those guards are still kind of eyeing you cautiously, but they are going to leave you be for the time being. Let me reveal just a little bit more. So you guys have in front of you one road that direction, one road this direction. I'm gonna reveal just a little bit more. All right.
Do we see people around? Is there?
No people right here that like within your immediate vicinity.
Okay.
Should we just go west?
Which path looks like it's going up?
Going up towards
Uphill.
the keep.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell since it's night. This way looks like it actually turns off a little bit towards the keep, as far as you can tell.
All right.
Alright. Let's go down, I suppose.
Okay. Right here. Let me make a couple. Are you guys still just barreling through town?
Yeah.
Well, as fast as I can go, which is not fast.
Sure.
But we're
okay,
not sneaking
so-
around. Yeah.
Kieran, give me just a real quick perception check as you kind of turn the corner of that house.
One second. Where'd it go?
You're good.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to D&D Beyond.
Yeah, you're fine. It takes a minute. I get it. Okay, so as you turn the corner of this house, you spot another group that is going house to house and breaking in the doors and looting. What do you want to do? They haven't noticed you yet.
So only I can see it?
So if the others want to get closer, you can. They would be able to see it pretty easily. So
Okay, I'm gonna kind of motion at the two closest to me and just point. It's kind of give them my idea to look, and then kind of shrug at them, kind of like, "Hey, do you wanna fight them or?"
We still have people in tow, right?
yes.
Does it look like there's anybody there?
Do what? I'm sorry.
Does it look like there is any like villagers in that area, or is they are just looting empty
Any-
houses?
Any villagers? You mean?
Mhm.
No, it looks pretty empty. The only people you can see are the ones that are on the map there. So
I say we keep heading towards the fort unless they decide to be an obstacle.
okay.
That works for me too. Yeah.
Sure.
I agree.
And they're all kind of occupied at the moment, so you guys would be able to get away.
Let's not put the family at risk for no good reason.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I try to hide the shield a bit.
Jesus.
Behind
Did
my
you cast that? I thought you decided not to. I'm sorry.
No, I have light on my shield.
No,
Okay.
we suggested it, and it was suggestion.
Sorry, yeah, I thought y'all
wasn't-
talked him out of it. So
Suggestion wasn't appreciated.
all right. So which way are you guys going?
If they are still not bothering us, then we keep going this way.
Still
They are
south.
not at the moment. They are too busy doing what they are in the middle of. So all right. So you guys could see from here that road kind of cuts off. The path between you and the keep, it's uphill, but it is clear for the time being. For whatever reason, it looks like these bandits or attackers are giving the keep a pretty wide berth.
The reason might be archers.
Could be.
The reason could be archers.
Maybe. If you guys want to look towards the castle, if somebody wants to give me a perception check, you might be able to see if it's manned or anything. Yep.
That will be the
so
14.
yep, along the walls, you can see that there are a lot of people standing guarding. So I mean, yeah, that's really all you could probably tell from this distance is that the keep is manned at the time. For the time.
I can go alone to tell them that we are not enemies.
Okay.
Well, as
We
a
should test the family.
glowing angel knight, I can approach waving and hope that they don't shoot at me. Like,
We could send the family in front because they probably know the family and they won't shoot us if we're with them.
How big is this village?
It's mid-size, you'd probably say. It's you guys probably would know from Paige having told you, or someone in the caravan. This is an important town because it's basically the last opportunity before you hit the desert into Oman.
Is it like?
Do we have a white flag or something?
Is it like small enough to assume that people would know each other?
Small enough that people would at least recognize faces, but it is dark.
It is dark. Okay. I mean, he has a glowing shield.
True.
They probably already noticed us.
Just don't make it look like they're hostages.
Right. Yeah.
Well, so do we have a flag or something? A flag that we can make, like a white flag? It will be easy to be seen.
I have a
I'm
set of clothes.
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy and just make my voice like 3 times as loud and yell.
Okay.
We are bringing members of your village that we rescued. Please don't shoot us.
Okay. So you're pretty far from the keep walls at this point, but you see your voice kind of like surprise some of the guys standing on the castle walls. And then they start looking, and I guess probably can see Yarg's shield from this distance. And
Then I look back and check that those people who were over there didn't decide to.
yeah, so you actually hear them kind of call back. It's not nearly as loud as your voice was, Ren, but they say, "Well, come on, then hurry."
well, you heard the man.
Sorry.
And I
I
start
cannot proceed
walking.
for the.
as fast as the family can go behind us, though.
Yeah,
And
let's
I'm gonna
pick
go
up
to the
one
rear,
of the. There were like 2 small children, right?
what's that?
There were like 2 small children.
Yes, 2 small children, 1 younger, probably teenager.
How high is this hill?
It's not super tall. Yeah, I mean, it's not like difficult for y'all to climb or anything like that.
Yes.
So the gate to the keep is actually here. So the road goes along the other side, and the soldiers are waving you on, saying,
Go
"Come around. You can get in from the other side."
Yeah, I'm gonna
We do?
pick up one of the children if they let me, so they can
Sure.
go faster.
Okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. The two younger ones are definitely small enough size that you could pick them up. You just wouldn't be able to maybe use your weapon super effectively with
Mhm.
one of them in your arms. But you have gotten the attention of a few of these guys that were looting. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in initiative order. We're just going to keep your initiative order from earlier, if that's cool.
Do we still have it?
What's that?
Do we still have it up on the tracker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can y'all not see it?
Mm.
No, I think we're cleared
Yeah,
from the
we just
tracker.
see
I can't see
the
it.
enemies.
Oh,
Because the
okay.
tokens on the other map are not the same as the tokens on this map.
Okay. Well, in that case, let me just start over here. Okay, if y'all want to roll initiative real quick.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
I rolled the same as last time.
Jesus.
Yay.
I'm never getting a turn.
This time we're going to go in reverse order. No.
No.
Okay, so you're actually up first, but you've got a kid in your hands, right?
Yes, I do. So I'm gonna
Okay.
check this real quick. Visual, some verbal. Is somatic? Somatic is
Movement.
hand gestures,
That's
right?
Yeah.
correct.
Can I cast a spell with hand gestures?
Um.
Oh, they're too far away from me anyway. It doesn't matter.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Um,
they're still pretty far
wait,
back.
actually, no. Yeah, they are pretty far back. Yeah, I'll just keep going, however far I
Okay.
can. I don't know how far I am. I'm able to go
We'll
here.
say maybe like here-ish. I know it's not a grid, so
Somewhere
it's a
over
little.
there.
We're eyeballing it a little
Somewhere
bit, but
over there is where I can go.
okay. Yark, or I'm sorry, do you have anything else you want to do?
Actually, I'm gonna use my action to dash.
Okay.
So I
So we'll
can.
say you can probably make it like here,
Yeah.
actually. Okay. And let me actually clear some more of the map for y'all.
Guys, I accidentally drew on my screen. Can you guys
Hi.
see it?
I
Yep.
can clear it.
Nice.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I don't know how to take it out. I was
You're
trying to
good.
like measure and I drew.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're fine. Yark,
What's his name? It's Tristan?
that's Kieran.
Yeah, that's me.
Kieran? Kieran, okay. I'd go next to Kieran and I do the dodge action.
Okay. Anything else, or is that it? Do you have
Nope.
any bonus actions?
Nope. That's all.
All right.
I'm waiting
So
for it.
the one human that you can see actually just kind of moves up. He doesn't have any ranged weapon that you can see. He's just holding a scimitar. And next up is him. He's gonna do the same thing.
I don't
But he
trust
actually,
fuckers with scimitars.
he does actually have a sling. But he is far enough away that he's gonna roll with disadvantage. So
The
he
reptile?
sees. What's that?
You move the reptile. Who
Mhm,
has a
this
sling?
one? Yeah,
The
he's
reptile?
yep, a small sling. So he is going to attack with disadvantage at Kieran, and I'm assuming a 7 will not hit.
Nope.
Correct. Okay. So you see a rock come out of the sling and kind of go rolling off into the grass off to your side. And next up is Rin. Rin? Oh, you there?
Oh.
They do indeed. No, we can't.
No.
Nope.
Bye, Ren.
Hi, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
You're good.
It happens.
So
It's Discord.
I was asking, I don't really know how to measure
Uh-huh.
L20, how far I am. 90, 80,
Yeah.
87. Okay.
For future, up in the left-hand corner, there is a little 1, 2, 3. The fourth icon down will take you
Yes,
to the
sir.
measuring tool.
It's the one that says
Oh,
snap to
okay.
center or snap to corner.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
And then you can hide it from others, so you can show to others, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you just press it
Okay.
and measure.
Cool. So I am going to walk about 20 feet, and then
Okay.
I'm going to fire my light crossbow
Okay. Who are you shooting at?
at the closest one to me, which I assume is the lower lizard.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay,
That dude.
cool. Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Nice.
All right, so you step forward, fire your crossbow. The bolt goes sailing through the air and catches him right in the face,
Oh my.
and he falls down, bloodied in the ground. All right. Anything else?
With the rest of my movement, I'm just gonna run back in the direction of the keep.
Okay.
So, about there.
All right. And Indri, are you moving through town? Yeah. Okay, there you are. You are in the initiative order, so if you want to move, feel free. Or if you want to attack the three closest to you.
I will. Yeah, when my turn's up.
Cast
You're
fireball.
up.
I only rolled a 5. I shouldn't be up.
Yep, we're at to the fives.
It was
weird.
very low rolls.
A lot of people rolled very low, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
next. I rolled a 5 too.
By the way, if you actually advance
Uh,
the turns on the turn order, we know where we are.
sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was.
I actually never have done that. I just call them out.
We're stupid.
Because Endry doesn't have dark vision while he was traveling, he's casted light on his shoes.
Okay.
So he is definitely glowing.
Okay.
so he's just dashing to try and reach everyone going between buildings and stuff.
Okay. Perfect.
See you in like 10 turns.
All right. Anything else, or is that it?
Nah, yeah, that's all we got.
Cool. All right, Kieran.
All right. Can I get close enough to this dude right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna eyeball it, so we'll say that's 30 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to him and let's see. I know those lizard dudes go down pretty easy, so I'm not gonna worry about raging at the moment. I'm just gonna attack him with my great axe.
Okay. Let's see what you do. Oh, let me get back to his. So he, as you bring your great axe down, he actually pulls the scimitar up and manages to redirect the blow. You got anything else?
No, that's it.
Next up is this kobold, who is actually going to use his sling as well. He's not going to get any closer to you because he doesn't want to. All right, 17 hit.
Yep.
Who's he firing at?
Okay, Kieran.
Okay.
All right, so he's going to hit you for 5 points of bludgeoning damage. So you take a rock pretty much directly to the chest.
Ow.
Ow.
That's a big ow at the first level.
Right? Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, that smarted. That
Yeah. All right, that is all he is going to do. Tristan, you are up.
Yeah, so Tristan is gonna be like, take the family to the keep, and then he cannot really. Yeah, even if I dash, I can only make it to like near the fight.
Okay,
I dash towards the fight.
perfect.
No ranged weapons.
All right. Anything else at all, or bonus actions or anything?
Nothing that I can think of. No.
Okay, perfect. All right, then that means we are back to the top. You making for the keep still?
Yeah, I is concerned with the family's safety and doesn't think it was necessary engaging. But she's like,
Sure.
I'm just gonna continue going. I think that he
Fair
got it
enough.
handled.
All right.
Especially one of the lizards is down already.
Yeah. So the family is actually going to continue with you. So they are basically just right into.
Yeah, so we're just like,
Um,
continuing up there, whatever we
Mhm.
were.
Perfect. All right. Now we are back to Yark.
So I take the dash action to go next to him.
Okay.
And I look at him straight in the face, and I'll ask him, "Did you brush your teeth with a hammer?" You're ugly. That's my turn.
Fair enough. Okay. So he's going to take that personally, and he is going to swing his scimitar down at you. But he is going to have trouble, I guess, gauging how tall you are. He is going to swing right over your head. And we are going to go next to the kobold, who is dead. Ren.
Okay, so I am going to walk forward about 10 feet because my crossbow has pretty big range. And I'm going to fire another crossbow bolt at the human this time.
Okay.
Does
Yeah.
that hit?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So you catch him in the arm, and you see one arm just basically go limp. He's
Alright.
not down yet, but he is hurting.
And is my thaumaturgy still active? Like my voice louder?
Is that instantaneous, or is it?
Let me see how long that lasts.
Can you cast it as a bonus action?
It's a cantrip, so you can cast it a lot, but I don't know how many actions it takes.
Yeah, so that would be a full
that's
action.
That's full action. Okay, and it's
Mhm.
not active anymore, I assume, because it only lasts 1 minute.
Yeah,
So,
it's just
with
it's
my-
instantaneous. So.
All right. So with my remaining movement, like seeing that there's only one lizard and the human's pretty hurt, I'm just gonna dash after I and the family.
Okay. Just for clarification, dash would be like if you were going to use your entire turn for movement.
Yeah, I didn't mean that. That was
Yeah,
sorry. I'm
you're
going
good.
to run after.
You're gonna
I
run.
and the
Okay,
family.
perfect.
Dash
Making
to the
sure.
RP sense.
Unless you're a really good rogue, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Indri.
Yeah, Andrew's gonna continue with the plan of only seeing 20 feet around him and flying towards the keep, kind of sticking around behind buildings and stuff.
Okay.
What, you're not engaging this dude solo?
He's
Doesn't
gonna
even
solo the
see
map.
him.
All right, perfect. Make real quick. Just make a stealth check for me.
Okay. Should I do it at disadvantage since I'm all lit up?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no.
Okay.
Big 6.
All right. So
Really
as
matters.
you kind of turn the corner, it's hard to make out the flames that are happening that are kind of lighting up the village. This particular kobold here turns your direction, and you can see him notice you from a distance, even though you don't have dark vision. All right, Kieran.
Alrighty, I'm gonna. Let's see. This human dude's still alive, right?
Yes,
Okay, I'm
but he is
going.
bleeding profusely.
Well, let's see if we can just lop off his head here.
Yeah, I think that'll probably do it. Go ahead and roll damage. Yep. So you managed
Sweet.
to. Is that what you wanted to lop off his head? You cut him clean at the
Yeah.
neck, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. He just
All right.
Yeah, Curran winds back his battle axe and just swings it and just cleanly just slices it right off.
Just like one swift movement.
Yeah.
We'll say maybe you were upset that he caught your first attack, and then you immediately came back around and just straight through the neck.
It
Got
swoops
the
above my head.
Orkberg blood boiling inside me right now.
Yeah.
Got me really angry.
All right, so seeing himself alone, the last of the three of these is actually going to take off. And Tristan.
Would be
Can I reach him?
Would be kind of funny if it's the same one that took off earlier.
Right? You guys are just hounding this one particular enemy.
So I assume I cannot reach him with one movement, where he is now.
Correct.
I can dash to be right beside it.
You could.
So if it tries to run, I get an attack of opportunity on it.
Okay. Man, that's harsh. All right, back to the top of the order. Hi.
Well, we're almost there, so we get close. I'm gonna guide the family closer to the wall, and like go along it however far I can get. I think like over
Okay.
there.
So we'll say at this point, the archers above the wall have you pretty well covered. You guys are pretty much out of immediate danger, since you're right in the shadow of the keep. But they're guiding you too, and you hear one of the guards actually call out to Lennon and say, "Oh, we thought you didn't make it. Come, quick and get inside." And then is that all you're doing?
I'm gonna stay there and just make sure that like kind of at the edge, so I can still see whatever the hell is going on over here.
Okay. And the family's going to move ahead of you at this
Yeah,
point.
but but I'm gonna let the kid down and let them go up,
Perfect.
just so I have
right.
the eye on both.
All right, that is going to take us to Yark.
Oh, I cannot reach him, right? It's too far.
Yeah, you have to dash.
But even if I dash, I don't think I can.
What is your movement speed? Is it 25?
15.
Oh, 15. Oh gosh, okay.
You're so slow.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
You can't make it, sorry.
Okay then. I just give a good berry to my friend there.
Fair enough.
Oh, thank you. How much does it heal again?
4.
Sweet. Thank you so much, kind sir.
All right, he did. Kobold also did. Ren.
Okay, seeing that I got the family to safety, I'm just kind of gonna stop running once I reach the top of the hill.
Okay.
And since this is like an elevated keep, could I like see what's to the south?
Sure. So what you can see. Let me reveal some to you.
Maybe like look around and see if I spot any more enemies to the south, any more people, any more villagers.
So you don't see any enemies like immediately. You can see movement maybe off in the distance, but what you can see is a small stream that kind of runs directly south of the keep. Across the stream, there are a few more buildings that you can see and movement happening around them. But it's far enough away that you can't really make out, like, you could count them from this distance, especially in the dark. But I'll give you all a little bit more here, since you and I are... Okay.
All right.
So I will say this: the stream to your south, where it is, like the brush that you can see, it's very thick, and the banks to the stream are very steep. Not so much that you guys couldn't get up and down it if you wanted to, but it would be difficult.
Okay, so I'm just going to go rejoin I then.
Okay. All right. Back to Endry.
Now, seeing the kobold lit up and Tristan's shield, he's like, "Oh no, I got your back," and He's gonna cast Firebolt, kind of in Sylvan, saying, from the power of the summer sun, and shoot off a firebolt just in the direction, I guess.
Fair enough. Is that the attack roll? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the attack roll.
Ooh, okay. So it's
Loosely
gonna.
in the direction.
Careful where you aim that.
Yep.
The house is now in fire.
So Tristan, you actually see this firebolt just fly over the top of the kobold in front of you, lighting up the area, and just kind of keeps going off into the air. I assume that fireballs fall like a bullet or something eventually.
Probably, yeah.
But it does fly too high. Anything else?
Nah, that's all we got.
All right, Kieran.
Alrighty, let's see here. So that dude's still alive. I'm not gonna really be able to make it to him. Was thinking I could try throwing my boomerang at him, but I don't have it equipped, and that would take my action, right?
Yes, technically.
Okay.
Isn't there just a situation where you can drop your current weapon and take it out as a bonus action?
I would allow that.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Where do you keep it? Do you keep it like on your belt or something, or is it like stored away in a pack?
I mean, no, he keeps it at the ready to.
Okay.
Yeah, he just got it kind of
Yeah.
like put up on like his back or belt.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. So I'll do that. I'm gonna drop my great axe. I'm gonna throw my boomerang.
Okay. Let's see what it does. What's the range on it? 60 feet. Okay.
Yeah, 60.
Or 120. Let me see what we're at. Okay. So that's gonna miss anyway.
Okay.
Yep. So that's gonna fly around. I guess this. Actually, never had anybody play with the boomerang. Does it return to you? Is that like part of the description?
Let me check. I'm not sure. I'd imagine so.
Oops, sorry.
Ren
I thought
runs up,
click-
grabs your boomerang,
Yeah.
and then throws it.
I thought clicking on it could give it the description, but apparently not.
Oh no, I found it. So actually, since I missed it, it does come back. It
Okay,
only
cool.
comes back to you on a miss, so it just comes back to me.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, cool. So you get it
mean,
back, but we are
I
going to move
guess
on.
it like
Tristan talks, and you two are aiming for the little one, right?
Yep.
So Tristan, go ahead and take your attack of opportunity on this thing because he is terrified. All of you guys are throwing things at him.
That's good.
And,
There's a 17 hit.
yes, it does. Go ahead and roll damage. You managed to lop this thing's head off as well.
Excellent.
That is going to do it right now. All right. So immediate danger is cleared. This one here did see Indri, and he's going to kind of move forward a little bit, but they don't move that far either. So you got some time before he catches up to you.
That's good.
That one is dead. All right, so we're back to the top. Really, at this point, you guys are mostly out of initiative order. So if you guys want to just move back towards the keep, you can, or whatever you guys want to do.
Okay,
Tristan
I'm gonna
would-
cast Thaumaturgy again
Okay.
and just yell down to them. Hey, somebody see if you find my crossbow bolts, please. In the bodies, you know?
Dang, that's brutal. We're using them.
I only
Those are-
got 20 of them.
Those are lucky, huh?
Right. Now I'm gonna put up my. I'm just gonna sheathe my boomerang and pick back up my axe and start moving towards the keep.
Okay.
Tristan
Everybody doing
shrugs
that?
and doesn't find any bolts.
Well, there's still this guy that's going to attack us.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Potentially, yes.
Henry comes flying in this direction. And he's like, we got more coming. They're chasing me.
Indri, what is your fly speed? Is it
It's
different than
30.
your movement? Okay.
Yeah,
What's your base movement speed?
it's 30.
Also 30? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know
What-
with some flying that's like 50 or 60.
Right.
I'm gonna wait
Okay.
for Andrew to get past me, but if he does and nobody else is pursuing very closely, I'll
Thank you.
retreat after he gets past me.
Okay.
No, same. I'm waiting for him.
So I'll say that this guy probably realizes that his buddies down here are now no longer with us, so he is not brave enough to enter the fray alone. So he's actually going to back off and come back to his companions there. So you guys are in the clear for the moment.
I mean, the only thing that we can conceivably be worried about here is like Lucius Malfoy over here, but
I'm gonna say he looks like he'd be fun to fight.
We should teach them a lesson, but I have to save the lives of the wounded first.
All right, so you guys
run.
are all back together.
Yeah, I guess
Yep.
so.
All right,
Into
let's
the keep
actually-
go. I guess.
So the gate is not completely closed. You can see there's a couple stragglers from the village still kind of making their way. So people are still managing to get out ahead of these bandits or these attackers. And this next map is a little dark, so I apologize in advance. Can y'all see it? I can't even tell if it's actually revealed to y'all.
We can, but it's yeah.
It's very dark. I'm sorry. But
Yeah,
this
it's
is
loading up for me right now.
perfect. All right, and feel free to move about inside the keep.
We don't.
Actually,
I don't see tokens.
We don't see our token there.
we can drop
Gato?
tokens. But... Oh no, I can't.
We can't see our tokens.
hold on.
Give us
Sorry.
vision on the tokens, please.
You have permission.
Oh,
Not to give ourselves vision.
Are you
Is
using
this
dynamic
dynamic lightning?
What's that?
Is this a dynamic lightning map? Oh no, because we can see something of the map. No, never mind.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
should be.
so
Hold on,
I
let me.
dropped my token on there, but I can only see it when I move it.
Oh, weird. Okay,
How do you
hold
drop
on.
a token?
Oh yeah,
From your
same.
by your character, like you have a character sheet and you drop tokens.
Your map is on the token layer.
Oh shoot!
Move the
Okay,
map to the map layer.
give me 1 second.
It's because it's above everything. That's why.
Yep.
Well spotted.
Hold on. No, actually, the map is on the map layer.
Okay, is
Then our
dynamic-
tokens are on the map layer because our tokens are underneath the map.
Hold on.
Oh. Is dynamic lightning on? Oh, something moved.
Oh, my map just
That
went
is
gray.
not what. Yep, because
No.
I accidentally put something on the wrong layer.
Oh, okay. I thought because I just tried to highlight to see if I can find my character and it went gray. I'm like,
If the map is on the map layer and the tokens are in the tokens layer, maybe it's the dynamic lightning. Our token have to emit some light for us to see something.
But I don't think this is a dynamic lightning map because we couldn't see anything then.
Yeah.
But I think there's an option for us to see like it's an explored map. Like we see the map, but we don't see the characters or anything on it. If there's light, it's possible.
See, I was wondering about this earlier because they were all kind of opaque, but I thought it was just a map. Give me 1 second to figure this out.
no worries.
See, and there, like you have permissions for it. What is going on?
But try to give us vision. Vision is separate from having permission for the token.
And make sure the tokens emit light too, because if there's no light, we won't see anything.
Well, this is not a
Or we
dynamic
have
light
dark
map.
vision. Yeah. Okay.
Do you have fog of war?
Yeah, but it should be revealed to you.
Fog of
Do you guys
War
see
is...
any tokens at all?
No.
No.
just
I
the
can
map.
highlight mine. Like I found
Yeah.
where it physically is, but I can't see it. It just like highlights the
I
square
have-
that it's in.
2 tokens. Okay, I deleted the one I put down there.
Can you try to light up like you use fog of war to reveal area like you did with fog of war in the earlier map?
I mean, it's already all revealed.
Oh yeah,
Let's reset the fog. Hold on.
that's strange.
Well, we don't have to have this map. It's not terribly
I
important.
think it might be dynamic lightning.
It
at
might be
this point.
dynamic lightning because when you like disable fog of war, everything went black.
See, I don't I don't ever use dynamic lighting.
It might be enabled anyway.
Can you select one of the token and in the options on the vision option, give it some emitting light?
Yeah, just give it vision and dark vision, and then that person
And
should be able to see the map.
make him emit light, and we'll see if that's dynamic lightning or not.
It doesn't need to emit light if you give it dark vision, but
But then we can see it if it emits light.
Well, you're at 100%. Low light. I'm going to turn them all on. Hold on. Do you see, Yart, do you see anything?
Nope.
Yeah. It's not looking
besides
either.
turning them on, you need to give it a radius. Besides toggling those on, you need to give it a radius. For either emit light or for dark vision, you need to give it some distance.
I didn't do it either. Sorry, this is something I don't know anything about.
Something you can do to test is if you click a token and do Control L, you'll see what that player sees.
Oh, really? Well, that's not working.
You'll also see the GM layer as the GM, though.
Well, shoot.
Theater
I
of
was
the Mind.
really hoping we wouldn't run into this kind of problem.
You could share your screen too. Maybe we can troubleshoot us a bit or something.
I'll tell you what. Like I said, this particular screen is not crazy important. Let me just copy a couple tokens. Give me 30 seconds here, guys. Sorry.
It's okay.
No problem.
It happens.
You know, I've actually mostly been very lucky in running games on Roll20 that I haven't ever really run into problems like that. But
It's usually all this stuff comes up in the first session, so it's
right.
Roll20 is not very optimized to run on modern browsers, to be honest.
Yeah.
There is this is sponsor time, not really, but there is a thing called Astral Tabletop, which is pretty good.
I'll have to check it out.
That's where I run. Well, when I did run the games, I ran on there.
I might talk to you about that at some point. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's go back to this map.
And just zoom in.
Yep.
It works.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, it works.
All right. So you guys make it to the keep. Inside there, so there are probably at least 24 archers on the walls, and a couple of ballistas, kind of heavy weapons mounted as well. A sergeant meets you at the door, and you see him actually hug the man as he comes through, and the woman, and kind of usher the children in. Inside the keep, there are several families, kind of huddled around. Just all of them look scared. What do you guys do? You're inside the walls.
Well, I jump to him. I give him a bag of good berries, and I say, "You have to give them to all the wounded, one each. It will help them. It will heal them."
How many good berries do you have at level 1?
I have 18.
18.
And each one restores 4 hit points? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you can't eat more than one or something.
1 per action.
1 per action.
So you hand him these good berries, and he just says, "Thank you. I'll pass these out as quickly as I can. There are several wounded here." And you kind of see there's some wooden structures along the insides of the walls, where there are people that are bleeding and hurt, kind of being tended to. And the guard kind of runs over, and as you guys make your way in, the doors behind you shut. The sergeant turns back around and says, "If you are here to help, head inside the keep and talk to the governor. He'd be more than happy to get a little bit of a extra firepower." And with that, he
Indeed,
turns around.
I'd be very interested in the situation, and Tristan will walk there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So inside the keep, it's pretty sparse. This is not a very fancy place. Small great hall with a couple tables. Someone directs you up the stairs and tells you that Governor Nighthill is on top of the keep, kind of surveying the situation.
Governor, sorry?
Governor Nighthill?
Nighthill.
Mm-hmm.
Sural, I'm looking for Governor Nighthill.
Did you go upstairs, or sorry?
I
Where are
will
you?
go upstairs. Yeah.
Okay. So it's pretty clear there are two people up top whenever you get out there. One is an older human man who has a gray beard, long gray hair. He's kind of clad in not terribly expensive looking armor, but effective armor. And next to him is a short dwarf who is clad in heavy armor. And he has bright red hair and a bright red beard to go with it. You see them looking out kind of towards the western side of the town, just looking across. And as you guys approach, both of them turn around, and the human kind of looks at you and says, "Who are you, and where did you come from?"
Evening. My name is Sir Tristan Uriel, and this group with me has been traveling with a merchant caravan. We are protection for them. We just came through town and rescued two of your townsmen and brought them into the fortress. We were wondering if you needed further assistance.
Further assistance would be greatly appreciated. I'm sure you can tell we're a little bit out of our depth at this point. How did the rest of you react to him saying that you were protection for the caravan?
I is like kind of like eyeing him like, was there protection for the caravan? I don't think so. I'm
Sure.
pretty sure she was like, I'm pretty sure that's not how that went, but she doesn't feel like
Tristan is convinced that he's protection for the caravan, and he's just dumping you guys together with him.
Fair
My
enough.
duty is
Okay.
to protect everybody from evil.
Man, that's
Sure, and
great.
he just kind of nods along, just agreeing with it.
Sure, it's just happy to knock some
nod
skulls around, huh?
Pretty much.
I
All
was
right,
just like, I don't know if I need to speak here or not. Like, sort of the deal. She's unsure what's
Sure.
happening.
Yeah, Ren just kind of rolls her eyes and like mutters under her breath, like, "Paladins," but she doesn't say anything.
Right. So Governor Nighthill kind of looks over the group, and you guys are just an odd combination of people to be traveling together. And he says, "Protection for a caravan, huh? Well,
I'm sure.
some of you look like you might be able to handle a blade well, but I guess you're what we have to work with at the moment. As for further assistance, yes, I could use quite a bit.
What
I'm
is the
sure you can
situation?
tell that the situation is not good. The city was overrun by bandits just seemingly at an instant. They came out of the hills around us quickly, struck quickly, and killed a lot of people in this town. The people that are left, at least to my knowledge, are here at the moment. I'm sure there are more out in the town, but I don't know how to get to them. We're a little bit underpowered for this type of scenario.
Anything they seem to be after? Are they just
Well,
robbing the houses?
that leads me to my my request of you. We are fighting this battle blind. We could use some information. I do know it looks to me like to the west here, there's some activity. I would really like to get my hands on someone to question them. If you could do that and bring them back here, we might be able to learn a little bit about what these people are after. Is that something that the six of you might be able to handle?
Yes.
Gladly.
Yeah, just nod at him.
He turns to the dwarf next to him. He says, Escobar, which is his name, Escobar. Show them to the tunnel. And he just looks at the Governor Nighthill and says, I'll do my best. And I'll take them down now and show them the way out. As you guys as he starts to lead you away, the governor turns around and says, and make sure the guards seal the gate. We can't have any more come through until this is dealt with. So he is going to lead you down into the keep itself, actually down to the cellar. He starts pulling a couple of crates out of the way, and he's gonna take a big iron circle off of his belt, which is just kind of covered in keys, and he's gonna find one in particular and hand it to who's gonna take the key from him. Who's gonna handle it?
Tristan extends a hand.
Okay, so he hands it to you and says, "You'll need this at the end of the tunnel." And then he clears one more crate away, and there is a hidden door kind of back at the back side of the cellar. He says, if you take this all the way out, it'll lead you to the stream. He says, it's an old Sally port that we used to use, or that was built in for situations just like this. It's never been used, so I don't know what's down there, or if there's if it's even still usable. But if you're going to get out, this would be the easiest way.
And once we get out, the people that you want us to bring for questioning, do you know where we would find them?
Well, if you can find maybe a leader or anything like that, that might be the best bet. But I think anyone will do. I mean, we don't know anything about them at the moment. So if you can bring anything back alive,
So,
that might be...
someone who looks official.
Sure. Anybody that looks like they might be in charge of a group.
I think
Okay.
I saw such a man.
Makes sense to me.
All right. Let me get...
Escobar Bear.
Good.
Uh-huh.
Who are you to the governor?
Well, I am the Castellan. I am in charge of the defense of this keep. We don't have much of a militia, but what there is, I lead.
Could such a man have been wearing a horribly atrocious mask?
What's that?
Could such a man have been wearing a horribly atrocious mask?
Him?
No,
guy?
not him. A man we're seeking.
Oh, possibly. They haven't really come close to the keep, so I haven't gotten good eyes on them.
Okay.
All right. So with that, let me do one thing. He is going to open up the secret door for you guys. And... oh, not that map. Which one is it? So it opens up, and in front of you is just a very narrow, very low tunnel.
I think it's pretty large.
Plenty of space.
Perfect size for you, actually. So basically, it is wide enough for you guys to go single file. And Indri, if you want to drop your correct token in there, and you
How
guys
tall is it?
oh, we'll say probably.
Oh, that's big, Barry.
That is a giant fairy. All right, there you go. And if you guys want to readjust the order, that's totally fine.
I can go in front. I don't mind.
Let's not have the 8 HP.
The
fairy
front is
first.
where on the left, on the right.
So it is so small that you would probably have to, for at least the characters that are not small or smaller, you probably would have to duck just a little bit.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Don't want to get in a fight in here.
So it's dark in here?
It is at the moment. Is anybody still got...
So
yeah.
Tristan would cast light on his sword?
I cast
Okay.
light on my shield too.
And
Okay.
I shouldn't have taken light, but yeah, Andrew
Yeah,
will
no.
cast light on his shoes.
Okay. So this tunnel is extremely well lit at this point. So you guys can see all the way to the end. And this map is a little strange, so let me just go ahead and reveal the tunnel to y'all.
Tristan,
It cuts.
as the hero, you should be up front. Why are you letting this little one lead?
Good question.
Well, I can fight freely. I have enough space to fight freely.
Karen will
It might
take the front.
be. Do you have anything that you can? Yeah. Do you two have anything that you can use from behind my shield? I be quite happy to take the lead.
I can't fight from behind.
Well, I don't have many options myself as well.
All right.
And I don't. I gave them all my good berries, so try not to get hurt.
That was very nice of you. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be a lot. The tunnel itself is dusty and unused, but there's nothing of immediate danger in front of you guys at the moment. You do come. So if you guys were to keep going, you would be here. It just for whatever reason they didn't do it all in one swoop. Right here is an old rusty gate.
And I need to be in front because I have the keys.
So you do have the key.
That's a good point.
How rusty?
All right. So are you guys trying to be stealthy about this, or are we barreling through, or you tell me?
I am going to recast Blessing of the Trickster on Corinne, who is nearest to me.
Okay.
That's good.
And that's
I
just
assume
stealth.
I assume my blessing of the trickster went off a while ago. It only lasts 1 hour.
Yeah, it lasts 1 hour or until I recast it. So.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
say
if you recast it, then I definitely don't have it. Tristan is not like he's not trying to make noise. Don't know how stealthy he will be, but he's
Okay.
I cast guidance on the first one.
Okay.
With,
I'll take it.
I was
Tristan.
gonna say he's probably a little bit. I'm probably a little bit more stealthier than him. I don't know if he'd want the spell that makes him quieter or not. Because I got over table +2 stealth.
I am not stealthy at all.
Right.
Okay,
Like,
so I'll
Never
at
cast
all.
Paladin
Blessing
strong
of the
suit.
Trickster on Yarick then.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what would probably be the better option there.
My rolls
I
have
have
been
0
horrible.
in
And I
stealth
get-
with advantage. I am not stealthy.
So did I get guidance on this? Do I have advantage? Or who got advantage?
Was that a question for me? Sorry.
Who do you give the advantage?
Someone said they were doing guidance.
Guidance isn't advantage. Guidance is 1d4, I think.
1d6.
1d6?
4 or 6. Why 6? Yeah, I give
Yeah,
1d6 to Tristan. He's the
Okay.
the first one, so if he falls into
Alright.
a trap or something.
So I
So
just roll a
as-
stealth and we add something, or sorry,
You're good.
Yeah, I gave Blessing of the Trickster to Yarick, so you have advantage on any dexterity
Nice.
checks.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oof.
So a 4.
All right. So Tristan, you insert this key into this lock that's corroded and rusty on this. Yeah, more or less. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check, just real quick.
Sounds good. Oh,
Is this to
Oh,
everybody
okay.
or just to Tristan?
Just a Tristan. So it takes a little bit of maneuvering, but you actually get the lock to pop open eventually. But while you're doing it, it becomes very noisy. Exactly. So as soon as you do, the lock pops off and the gate is free to open. So you guys are able to move out of this tunnel if you like. Give me one second.
March out.
Before we
Guys,
start moving,
let's
give me
be
1
very
second.
quiet.
Oh, why is it not letting me do?
At this point, it's clear that all of Faerun knows that I'm here, so
Pretty much. Okay. All right. Everybody go ahead and give me an initiative roll.
Yikes.
Oof.
so can I get something better than a 4? No, I cannot.
Perfect. Give me 1 second to get everybody on the right layer. All right. And now an initiative.
And I'm
All
also
right.
blocking the exit.
Yep. So right now, as you kind of pull this gate open, couple things happen in quick succession. Tristan, you have a couple rocks fly at you. So 19 is going to hit, correct?
19 hits.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
And then, what is your AC actually?
16.
All right. So the second one misses, but a rock slams against the tunnel behind you. Let's see.
It's the shield.
These guys can't really get close. Those are too far away. All right, so surprise round. They caught you kind of by surprise. Let me see. Let me reveal just a little bit more to you since you stepped out. So across the banks, you can see one human male kind of eyeing at you. He's holding a scimitar as well. And then one of the kobolds that has now thrown a rock at you. And we're going to be at the top of the order. Kieran, you're actually still stuck in the tunnel, but you could probably barrel your way out if you really wanted to.
All right, let's see here. Ooh, could I just barrel straight through and get to one of those people, or will that cut down my speed trying to get out?
I'll say there's enough room. I mean, 2 of the people in front of you are pretty small, so
Okay, yeah, then
This
I'm
is
going
written you can
to.
pass your allies squares. You just can't end on them.
Okay, so I'm gonna move right there.
I mean, it's difficult terrain to pass through another medium creature usually, but
Is it?
Andrin is not medium though, so
right.
And then I'm going to.
Isn't there water too?
It is water, yes, but it's very shallow actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was just wanting to make sure. So yeah, I was able to get to him.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna attack him with my
Alright.
great axe and just try to cut through him.
Oh, nice. All right, the first crit. Go ahead and roll damage. Is that okay? There we go.
Oops, I accidentally clicked on it. It put something else there, but yeah, 11 slashing.
I mean, either one of those. This guy sees Tristan step out of the tunnel and was like getting ready to do it, and then all of a sudden, this half orc just comes barreling out of the tunnel with his great axe, runs across the stream, and then cleaves him in 2. And with a crit, that is enough to take him out of the action. And as you step out, you actually scare 2 more that now make themselves known. All right, Indri. No. Yes.
Kieran, we need one alive. Quick, killing him.
Oops, sorry, just having fun.
Yeah, and Andrew's gonna come out. And then seeing, the plenty of people around. So how much did I move? 15. Yeah, 15. Okay. And then yeah, he'll cast a firebolt through his glass orb at this kobold down here.
Okay. Go ahead and make your range attack. Yep, that's gonna hit. Roll some damage.
Ooh, big roll.
All right, so you guys have kind of turned the tables immediately. Both of you come racing out of the tunnel and manage to kill 2 of them in quick succession.
There's a bunch of them out there.
All right, let's see. This is probably the one that's dead. Okay, let me see. This one is actually going to move. All right. Hi. Oh, sorry. I'm not used to doing this.
Okay. Well, I'm all the way in the back.
Mhm.
So I can't really do much considering there's like a bunch of people in front of me and
Do you want to hold your turn or anything, or?
yeah, I'll just like I know you can't hold your movement, but can I'll just like wait until everybody else is out of the tunnel until I can move
Okay.
because I can't like I'm in the back.
Sure. Okay. Let's see who's next. I can't even see that one. All right. Yark. Nope, I can't hear you.
I say I move 3 movement and I try to hit him in the face. I don't have advantage or disadvantage, so it's 10.
Okay. So he is going to block your attack with a scimitar and kind of knock it away as you swing at him. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Kobold. All right, so the kobold closest to you is actually going to come to his boss's aid here, and he is going to, let me get back to my sheet, swing his dagger at you. Ooh! So he is going to crit.
Oh, nice.
9 points of piercing damage.
Ouch. That hurts.
Yep. All right, but that is all he is going to do. Tristan.
It's an
From the darkness, you're going to have another rock fly at you, but it is going to hit 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
ouch.
Yeah. You guys are getting beat up a little bit.
Yep.
All right. Ren.
Okay, I am going to duck under the ferry and like kind of stomp on Tristan's toes to get him to move out of the way.
Okay.
Ouch!
And get just to the entrance.
Tristan
of the
goes
tunnel.
unconscious. No.
Oh my god, imagine. And then I'm gonna like look around, see all the dead people around Corinne, kind of yell, "We need them alive! What are you guys doing?" And then I'm going to
Getting
cast.
stabbed.
So I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the kobold next to Yark.
Okay. All right, dex save.
Oh, not 2 damage.
So he's actually going to save, and that is no damage, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so he managed to duck under the flame as it burst out of your hands and puts his sword back up in defense and kind of just barks at you almost. Tristan, it's finally your turn.
Enough with the bloody rocks, and I will run towards this guy. And do I see any of my companions looking in my direction?
Is anybody looking at him?
Not from the tunnel.
Sounds
I'm
good.
looking at Yark and the kobold, so no.
Then I'm gonna try to grab the kobold with one hand. Does a 13 touch attack hit him?
Yeah, it does. Recover 1 DH.
So he takes 3 points of damage, and I gain 3.
All right. Man, that's a cool ability.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right. Well, hello. Come on. There we go. All right. Anything else?
That's it. If he's not dead, he's not dead.
Fair enough. All right. Next up is this cultist.
I'm gonna die.
Actually, what's your AC?
18.
So he misses. So he does swing his scimitar at you, but you manage to kind of dance out of the way. Next up is the dead guy. So back to the top, Kieran.
Alrighty, let's see here. All right, I'm gonna move up here next to the bard, and I'm gonna try to grapple this guy right here.
Okay. Give me a strength check. Oof.
There we go.
Yep, that's going to beat an 11. All right, so you have him
Alright.
grappled at the moment.
All right. Can I tie him up or anything like? Well, I don't know if I have rope. Sorry, I'm trying to think of a way to capture this guy.
Yeah. Do you have rope?
Let me double check that real quick.
I think every pack comes with rope.
Yeah.
Most of them do. I don't know.
Yeah, I got
Travelers.
50 feet of rope. So yeah, if I can, I'm gonna go ahead and tie this guy up. Just kind of
Okay.
hog tie him up.
Give me
can't move.
a, let's say, like a sleight of hand check.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
Let's just see what the quality of your knots are. All right. Yeah, you managed to like straight up hog tie this guy. Hold on, let me plug my headphones in. All right. All right, so you do this really quick. You manage to just kind of like grab him, and then in the other hand, you pull out a rope, tie his hands, and then tie his feet, and he is completely immobile at this point. And that's going to be your turn unless you get a bonus action.
Oh no, I'm just gonna kind of stand up after I get him hog tied and laugh. It's like easier than a pet pig.
And he's just kind of yelling at you, just let me go, let me go. And with that, it is going to be Andrew's turn.
How tall is this tunnel?
We'll say like probably like 5 to 6 feet, depending on the spot.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, you said that.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, turning back, like looking deeper into the tunnel and back out. Yeah, Andrew will come out to the entrance and kind of hover above the entrance and shoot another firebolt at another kobold here.
Which one?
I guess it's not the only one I see, but yeah, this one.
Okay.
And I'm going to use. Yeah, we're gonna use Tides of Chaos so that I can have advantage. I want to make sure my little short friend doesn't
Oh,
get
cool.
further injured.
Anytime before you regain the use of this feature, you roll on the Wild Magic Surge table.
What does that do?
It just gives me advantage on an
That's for you
attack
again.
roll.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's gonna obliterate him.
Well, I'm sorry, it was 14 and 20 is the 2 rolls, and then 5 to hit, or 5 damage.
Yeah. Either way, he's down. So just to make sure I'm reading this correctly, so anytime before you regain the use of this feature, anytime you cast a spell of first level or higher, Firebolt is
Cantrip.
Okay, so no wild magic this time.
Yes.
Cool. So anytime you use any spell that's first level or higher, you roll on or I can make you roll on the wild magic table.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never played with that, so I want to make sure I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And actually, This guy is currently
Yark,
roped.
don't hurt your fingers.
Yark's a little woozy. Okay, cool. Kobold. He is going to step out around and
Rock.
let me get back. Another rock comes flying towards you, Ren, but he is going to critically fail. So somehow he hits himself. He swings a sling and it just hits him in the face. Okay. Next
Really,
up.
are we going with those rules? Okay.
Yeah. I. You can make it out of the tunnel now, I bet.
I sure hope so. Yeah, I'll make it out of the tunnel. And see, the situation is pretty much handled, aside from these ones.
More or less. These guys are not tanks, so.
20. I have a crossbow. Can I use
Okay.
it?
Yeah, absolutely.
On this one.
Which
You
one?
finally get to roll an attack.
I know, right? Watch it fail. I don't
15
know.
is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
8.
And you guys are lethal to kobolds. So you catch him in the
Living
chest,
is lethal to
and
kobolds.
he falls to the ground again. You guys are just slaughtering these guys. It's probably a dead one. Nope. This guy, you guys haven't even noticed him, but he's running. He's out of here. You guys have handled the situation really well. Yarrick?
I'll cast my last Goodberry, I suppose.
You need it.
Yep. So I cast Goodberry, and this guy's pretty much tied up.
Yep, he is immobile.
Okay, and I just move there.
Okay. And it's an action to use a good one of the berries, right?
Cast Goodberry is an action. Eating one is another action.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
So it's good to bury a level 1 spell.
Yeah, it's a level 1 spell.
All right, so Tristan, the kobold in front of you, he realizes he's pretty much up the creek without a paddle, so he is going to take a slash at you. Another critical failure. Good lord, that's 2 in a row. All right, so he misses, and we're gonna say he falls flat on his face. You've caught him unawares with your ability there.
Nice try, little beastie.
Rin.
Okay, I'm going to cross the stream, come up close to this body.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot Sacred Flame again at the last remaining kobold next to Tristan.
Okay.
And then, can I use my bonus action to search the body?
Yeah, sure. So he fails, and that is going to finish him off. Okay, so as far as searching the body, let me see if I can find the symbol for you real quick.
If not, it's fine. I'll just wait till after combat. It's because, everybody's
We're
dead,
pretty much
so-
out of it, so
Yeah, so I assumed it would be fine.
Well, I'm eating berries then.
Well, I'll tell you what. We've been going for about an hour and a half. Do you guys mind if we take a 5-minute break?
Sounds good
And
to
then we'll
me.
come back. We're pretty much
Yeah,
out of initiative
Sounds
here.
good.
Okay. Give
Yeah,
me
5-minute break?
5 minutes.
We
Yep.
actually have been going for 2 hours.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have
Two
it
and a half
like
recorded.
almost.
two and a half, just
Oh
about.
gosh, sorry. I was thinking 8, and it's 7 my time. So we've been going for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's do a 5-minute break, and then we'll get back here in a few minutes. Okay.
Okay,
Sure.
okay.
All
Sounds
right,
good.
sounds good.
Thanks, guys.
Sounds good.
They look closely, if they pay attention enough to what she looks like, she's wearing a ton of layers. Like, her clothes are
Right.
super baggy. Her feet look kind of weird, but because it's mostly grassy area and nobody really looks at people's feet, but they're wrapped up in linen. No, Tristan doesn't see shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
person.
But what they probably can notice is she has really bushy orange hair, and they're like two little horns kind of peeking out, so they can assume that she's like either a tiefling or something like that.
Okay.
But they're pretty small.
Good to know, Indri. Not into that, huh? So anyway, basically, you have tried to hurt this guy. He is kind of, we'll say with those rolls, he's a little bit resistant to pain. That's not going to be what convinces him here.
I'm
And
gonna
he
try
just
to intimidate him.
he repeats himself. He says, "I'll die before I give up." But
You know what?
go ahead.
You
Go
know
ahead,
what's
Dre.
interesting? I can bring people from the brink of death again and again.
Oof. Already at level
Darn.
1?
No, I tell him that.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, really?
I cannot resurrect anybody.
I was about to say, what
mean-
did I let you do?
I
No,
mean,
no, no.
technically,
Well-
if you like hurt them enough to where they're like 1 point off dying or like unconscious, you can bring them back from the brink of death.
That's true. That's true.
Well, I have a lot of good berries, so I can
It just
stab
works.
him and feed him and stab him and feed him a lot of times.
Jesus.
I'll tell you what.
I do have spare the dying, so technically we can knock him
Oh, God.
unconscious, and I stabilize him indefinitely.
You guys are going to be a mean group. All right, so I want somebody to give me just like Yarrick or Kieran or any one of y'all give me an insight check.
14.
14. You can tell that at least on the surface, he means what he says here. He is a cultist. He is a fanatic. You don't know what he believes in yet at this point, but you can tell that he means that he is accepted death.
Maybe we should find somebody who will talk.
I'm gonna tighten his the bonds on him just to make it more tight and kind of pull his shoulders and kind of hurt him worse.
Okay.
Shouldn't we just bring him inside to the dwarf or something?
Yeah, let the dwarf.
You can.
torture him.
So not
Okay.
the meta game, but the whole thing about the queen and the fact that this guy is surrounded by kobolds, would that ring any bells on any of us?
Everybody give me a religion check. Let's see if any of you can kind of draw some conclusions here.
I won't roll because of my background.
Okay. So with that roll, of course you're gonna have, probably based on what I told you to
Mhm.
in direct, you're gonna recognize these people as worshippers of dragons.
Huh.
You wouldn't know more than that, though. I don't
Okay.
think.
Would I have, based on that, would I have heard anything about like the queen or who, like anything else like that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
These people are pretty guarded. They're a pretty secretive bunch.
I'll be like, so I might know a little bit more about this,
Mhm.
but I would love to make him talk.
So do you tell us they are dragon worshippers?
I don't say that right now. I just say that like I might know a little bit more about this, but I don't want to like say it in front of this dude out here that we just tied up.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. What do you guys want to take him back to Escobar or the governor, or
Yes.
what are we doing?
I
Okay.
mean,
I say we take him back. This guy's not our problem. We got what the governor asked for.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back
I
to.
bet Kieran.
Very well then.
can-
Mission
There.
accomplished.
Just
Yeah.
real quick, the scimitar I found, is that just a normal scimitar, a double-bladed? What?
Just a normal.
Alright.
Nothing fancy. These guys are not super rich, not yet. All right, so we're gonna go back to this map, just because my keep map doesn't work. So you guys make your way back through the tunnel. I mean, you barely got out of it before you were kind of ambushed by that group. You make it back into the keep. Do you go and immediately find Escobar, or
While we're in the tunnel, it's like awfully convenient that they were just outside the tunnel for us.
that
Well,
is.
Yes, we were very lucky.
maybe they were
They were-
waiting for someone to
With
try to
attack.
escape to enter within the tunnel to attack the castle from inside.
Did
I
we
don't
lock
know.
the door behind ourselves?
You tell me.
We should lock the door,
I definitely did.
Okay.
and I'll just cast mending on the door and the lock, just to be safe.
To make sure it's like not trusted and shit, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay, so the lock is fixed, I guess.
also
um,
when we got out of the tunnel, like did
Uh-huh.
it look like they were waiting there as an ambush point, or did it look like they were just there looking around and we just happened to exit the tunnel at that time?
it's hard for you to know that answer because you were in the back.
Yeah, okay.
So it really there's not a good way for y'all to have known whether or not it was just bad timing or if it was more than that, something more.
Wait,
sinister.
can
there is.
can
I was about to say
can
there
ask him,
is no
yeah.
way to know. I'm gonna like be like poke him and be like, "Yo, were you like waiting out there? Like, were you Did you know about the tunnel?"
He looks up at you and he's like, "We didn't know it was there. We just heard you coming."
Insight.
Sure.
I believe
will.
him.
I
Yep.
will help you a bit there.
All right, Yarrick. With that, you can tell that he's not really interested in lying.
I think he's telling the truth. I just say that someone might have been a bit noisy coming out of the tunnel.
My
There's some truth
sincere
to that.
apologies. It was not my intention.
Okay then. Yeah, then we'll just take him up to drag him into the courtyard and like one of us go and get Night Hell?
Night Hill, the governor.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys make it back to the keep. One of you goes and fetches the governor, and him and
Evening, Governor. We have completed our mission.
him and Escobar come down, and they kind of escort you to a different side of the cellar, which has just a couple of cells in it. They weren't. It's not a big town, so they're not really set up for a lot of prisoners or anything like that. But they toss him in one and ask you kind of directly, did you learn anything already, or are we starting from scratch?
Well, we have this cloth here from one of the robes, and I think he's wearing one too. From this, we know that they are worshippers of dragons, but that's about as much as we know. Is there any reason why somebody like that would attack this town?
What we learned.
Dragon worshippers? No. This is a young town. There's no history here. As far as I know, there's never even been a dragon sighting here.
That is quite strange because these men are not simple bandits. They are cultists and quite fanatical, it seems.
Yeah, he's probably ready to kill himself before telling you anything, so I'd watch him for that if I were you.
Escobar kind of laughs. He says, "I don't know how he would kill himself in the state he's in, because you've just kind of tossed him in a cell, completely hogtied."
You never know.
I guess
Somebody
that's true.
else might try to kill him.
We'll post a guard down here. We'll make sure that no one gets in.
And might perhaps bleed to death from biting his tongue.
So the governor actually kind of turns around and looks at the man that's now pretty much at his feet, and looks down at him and says, "Why are you here?" And he kind of repeats himself. He says, "We serve the queen." And then he said, "Okay, but why, Greenest? Why are you here?" And the man just looks up and says, "She requires an offering." And then he shuts his mouth.
An offering.
Royalty always wants more and more and more.
What's that?
Royalty always wants more and more and more.
Is there I'm gonna speak up. Is there anybody in this town who is of a rare race?
You see Governor Nighthill kind of running through everything in his head, just kind of processing your question. And he looks back at you and says, "No, not that I can think of. Well, except for a couple of you.
We just showed up. I doubt it's us.
Yeah, most people here are, human or dwarf. There's a couple elves, but nothing exotic by any means." What did you have in mind? Why are you asking?
No particular reason. I was just thinking offering. If they needed somebody, they could have just kidnapped somebody. They wouldn't have to burn the entire town down to hunt. It seems like they're hunting somebody down more than.
But if they wanted to capture people, burning the town is a good diversion, I suppose.
They could be needing like multiple sacrifices, but the cultists we saw in town seemed less interested in capturing people than they were in ransacking their homes. Maybe
Were
the
they
offering.
capturing people?
What's that? What was the question?
Were they seen capturing people?
No, not to your knowledge. Are you asking me
How
or
about the
Governor
knowledge of
Nighthill?
the governor? Yeah.
The governor looks back at you and says, "No, actually, as far as we can tell, they've allowed most people to escape. Quite a few made it here without too much trouble. They have killed several, but I actually got reports that several dozen also made it to a local chapel and are barred inside. But so far, they don't have an interest in the people."
I walk up to the cell and then I ask the prisoner, "What kind of offering does your queen demand?"
He just looks up at you and just says, "Gold."
Smart lady.
So they were just looking to pillage everything.
I mean,
he looks back down on the ground and doesn't say another word.
I'd imagine then the church is a significant target for them, other than this fort. Is there any other place in town, and I asked the governor, that would have significant quantities of gold that this people might be interested in?
He says, "Well, we have, somewhat of a treasury here in the keep, but so far they haven't shown any interest in trying to breach our walls."
Well, the keep is probably hard to breach. They're not an army. Not really.
It's not an army here, but it is well defended. These men will defend these people to their last breath.
But I mean, those brigands, they don't have siege weapon or anything. I don't see how they could break into a keep or something.
Do you have any exceptionally rich citizens?
Not particularly. I mean, a significant amount of trade does flow through our town. We're not poor, but we're not rich by any means.
Andrew, he's gonna address Escobar rather than asking the governor. Has anyone gotten any new shiny trinkets or anything?
Not that I'm aware of. He responds to you. I mean,
Andrew
somebody.
shrugs. I'm out of ideas, and eats his other good berry.
How about the church? I imagine there is an altar there.
There is an altar, and I assume they have some gold in their own coffers. But I really don't understand why they would go to the trouble of ransacking this town. It is, I mean, it is on the edge of society. It's a relatively safe target for a group this size, but unless they're doing this all over the edges of known civilization, there's not a significant amount of gold in this town.
I assume it's
ransacking for gold. Do you
Question.
think they might go after Paige because he's a traveling caravan?
Question
relatively
is
undefended.
true.
Is the cultist inside the cell or like outside the cell right now? Like what's happening there?
We'll say he's inside the cell, and you guys have kind of gathered around him.
Okay.
He's not going anywhere, but you want to make it clear that he's a prisoner.
I apologize in advance. I'm assuming, because we've been addressing him, this cultist is a male.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick him and ask him, why the fuck are you here? Can I use intimidation?
Yeah, and do it with advantage if you're going to kick him like that.
That's why I was like, I apologize in advance.
It's effective. So, yeah, okay. So you kick him, and it connects right where it should to really hurt this guy. Then you just hear him cough, and he's just grunting in pain, and doubled over as much as he can be with his hands and legs tied. And what he's gonna say, let me get this name. He just says, Mondath sent us, and we're supposed to ransack the town. We just need as much gold as possible.
Why?
She requires it.
Where might we find this? That
What was that? I'm sorry.
he said the name of someone who sent him, right?
Mondath, yes.
Mondath. Like, where could we find this Mondath?
He's in the town somewhere.
Does he happen to wear an awfully atrocious mask?
He does not hide behind a mask.
Okay.
I like that you're pointing at him, though.
So it's just not him.
You really don't like that mask, do you?
No, it's atrocious. I hate it. Why is it like that?
They're bad guys. They gotta wear ugly clothes.
Okay. But hey, that's rules out one possibility. What does this Mondath look like?
You would know him. He wears deep purple robes. So they're gonna be probably less dark than the ones that he's in, is what he's implying there. More like a traditional purple.
Descriptive. Okay. Well, let's go find this Mondath.
Like classic villain purple?
Yeah, we'll go with classic villain purple. I'm pretty sure that's a crayon shade, right?
Like Disney villain purple.
If you get like the 128 pack of crayons, it's one of those. Okay, so any other questions for him?
Mm-mm. I don't really have any. I don't think
Okay.
he knows much.
Nope. I think you've gotten what you can out of him.
Who is this queen he's talking about anyway?
Nobody knows.
Who are you asking?
Like the group, everybody. I have no idea of who's whom in queens and kings in this place.
I'm gonna try asking. What's the name of the queen you serve?
Yeah, who's the nearest queen?
He will die again before revealing that he keeps saying, but
Mhm.
I can kick him again.
Ask an I don't remember. Escobar.
Yep.
Who's the nearest queen?
He kind of looks at you. He's like, "There's no queens around here. This is a free town, but the closest thing we have to any kind of royalty would be the Lord's Alliance, which is just a loose confederation of free cities."
I doubt that he means like an established queen. I think it's more of a title to whoever is
Something-
leading this whole thing.
I don't understand the difference.
And why are they working with kobolds? Like humans with kobolds?
Wait, was that a question for me? Sorry.
Yeah, for like everyone. Why are they working with kobolds? Why are you working with kobolds? I turn towards the.
do we know they are kobolds?
Somebody can give me like a history check if you want to. I know I've been saying that outside of the game, but
Please let me know. Please let me know what a fucking kobold is.
What's a kobold?
Someone will know.
What's a lizard?
even with that, so you guys would know just a
Strange
little
lizard
bit. You would be able to recognize them at that point. Did anybody want to roll better than that?
Please.
I mean, can we reroll or like? No.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You guys don't know shit about kobolds.
Everybody failed history class.
Right.
Oh,
Oh.
look at that. With a
All right,
With
Kieran.
a -2?
I just did it for funsies, just to see.
Kieran, all right. So I forget where did you say Kieran was from? Do you have any like?
I didn't really. He's just from like the mountains.
Okay. So we'll say that you, for some reason, have had dealings with these creatures before. Maybe they're a little bit closer to orcs than they are like people. You would know that kobolds worship dragons sort of as like a demigod. And kobolds are frequently seen in like servitude to dragons. They're closely aligned with any kind of like draconic peoples. Does that make sense?
Okay. So essentially, yeah, he understands that kobolds they're usually working for dragons, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna relay that to everyone. It's just, these kobolds, if I remember correctly, they should work for dragons.
Do we know anything? I don't know why I said you like that.
Yeah. So I cast prestidigitation to make my breath smokes come out of my breath, and I talk to the cultist in Draconic. So you worship dragons?
Make a performance check.
While he's doing that, do we
This is
know?
amazing.
Does anybody know anything about like a dragon queen or something?
I'll say with the religion checks from earlier, Probably not.
Okay.
So I think that would have been covered under that same check. Yarrick, you're prestidigitating smoke out of your nose and ears and stuff, but the cultist just looks up at you and scoffs. He's still in pain. But he looks at you. He's like, "You don't fool me, halfling."
But I am Dragon Mark. That's what's funny.
Oh, really? Oh man. You throw me for a loop here. I'm sorry.
I guess we can conclude that this queen they speak of is some female dragon.
This guy's obviously just some lonely
Or
servant.
some like worshipper of dragons. But it checks out that she would be a dragon because she like demands gold and stuff.
Yeah, things are starting to line up in some sort of order, I guess.
Well,
We should go find the boss. Get more answers out of him. This guy's
we should
useless.
find the boss, but also I think we should just drop by the church
Okay.
to check up on them.
So when you say that, Escobar says that's probably a good idea. I worry about the people that are trapped there at the moment. Probably the easiest way to get there would be to go back out the tunnel and head east. You'll run directly into the church. It's right off of the stream.
Okay.
We should head there as soon as possible.
Are you
by
guys?
the way, have we been here an hour?
Yeah. So we'll say about an hour has passed.
May we short rest, please? Tristan
Okay.
wouldn't ask for it, but
Yeah. I'll consider this like a short rest. You guys haven't been doing like anything too demanding. So if you need it, go ahead and take a hit die. Oh man.
Do you need berries?
I would appreciate the sustenance, yes, if you don't think there is anybody who needs it more.
Well, you look in bad shape.
I regret to admit that is true.
I give you a berry. It's 4 HP.
Sounds good.
That should just about do it for you at this
Yep.
level, right?
Now I'm at full health. And very much appreciated. Thank you.
No
Okay.
problem. I have plenty of them.
So you guys are down in the cellar of the keep. Before you guys get a chance to head out, back out the secret tunnel, you hear a massive roar coming from above you.
Frick.
What do you guys do?
That's not my stomach.
Did the tunnel?
Rush upwards to see.
I was about to say,
Sorry.
did the tunnel seem like it was sturdy enough to withhold a dragon attack?
Don't think any of you have any experience with dragons, correct?
No, but like, let's say a big explosion happened. We're gonna assume
so-
that.
The tunnel is pretty. It's probably 10 to 20 feet underground at points.
Uh-huh.
So it could probably withstand it for a little bit.
Okay, let's not do that then. Yeah, I guess we're heading out to see what's happening.
All right.
Yes.
So as you guys emerge from the keep, overhead is a massive blue dragon flying probably about 50 feet above the keep at this point, looking down. It's not really getting closer, but the archers on the wall all just look terrified as they haven't seen this beast yet. Some of them are managing to get off shots. None of them are doing all that much to actually harm the dragon. Let me clear this out real quick.
Her Majesty the Queen, I presume.
Andrew's gonna float just above the ground to be lower than everyone else.
Everybody give me an initiative roll.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh, we're dead.
Really?
Might I suggest running instead of initiative?
All right.
my initiative is
So
actually
this-
12. I had to do it to add it to the tracker. There we go.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so this dragon swoops probably to within about 25 feet above the castle walls, and as you guys kind of emerge from the keep, you see just this blast of lightning emerge from its mouth and just pass down one of the walls, and you see 3 of the guards get electrocuted and fall to their deaths immediately.
I think we should go back underground.
Yeah.
Everybody to the tunnels.
Let's run.
So people are scattering all over.
Children and women first.
You see some of the guards actually trying to shoot it a little bit. Are you guys all running?
Does it? Okay, so
Yeah, Curran's running.
what are the people around us doing? Like,
So there's not like a lot of places inside that all of these villagers could run to. As many as possible are getting inside the keep, so it would be hard for you guys actually to get inside around them at the moment because everyone is storming the door. There are a couple of maybe like barracks areas inside the walls that others are fleeing to. The guards are trying to hold their ground as best they can, but it's a fully grown dragon that is attacking them at the moment.
Is
No
anyone
one would
other
blame them
than
for being terrified.
is anyone other than us heading for the tunnels?
So the tunnel is in the bottom of the keep, so everybody's running for the keep.
Okay.
Tristan, you go distract it while we run.
Yeah, you know what? I'm
Um,
gonna pass on that one.
so
I want to go with my violin, go and thunderstruck song, but
So
I think I'll go underground.
so we can't really get down to the cellar without like shoving up some villagers, right?
Oh man, that is a cool feature.
Yeah, so Andrew's gonna do that as much as possible.
Yeah. So Indri, you can get through relatively easily, but the rest of you would have to basically shove villagers out of the way. in
I
order
can
to get
move through a space of a creature one size larger than me without any problems.
Okay, so Indri and Yark could get in, no problems. The rest of you will probably have some issue.
I'm gonna start yelling for people to get down to the cellar and into the tunnel.
Okay. So the governor's actually outside with you. Escobar runs, actually, he was still inside. He's going to run to the top of the keep. And he is going to try his best to start shooting at it. Let me pull up one stat real quick. Meanwhile, Yark is just playing violin amidst all the
Playing
chaos.
thunderstruck.
I kind of picture the band on the Titanic.
Right?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
All right, so Escobar is up top. He tries to fire off a shot, but it flings wide as the dragon just flies past him at full speed. Curran, we're going to start with you.
All right, so this is a pickle. So right now we're really just trying to help people get in and get away from this thing, right?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I don't want to attack this thing right now. It'll probably kill us.
Yeah, man, we're level 1. We can't do shit against the blue dragon.
Yeah.
Even if blue dragons are like, I think, the lowest of the dragons or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna like hold my attack in case he gets close, close to me and try to attack me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of try to help get everyone in, kind of motion for people to come on and get out of the danger.
Okay. All right. That'll take us to I.
Yeah, I'm holding a dodge action and I am trying to guide people and tell people how to get into the tunnel.
Okay.
And no, actually, I'm gonna yell for Tristan. He's the one who has the key right now, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna be like, pass the key down, get the key down to somebody who is up front.
Okay.
Can
And
I hand her the key or?
no, I'm not at front. I'm the best person to pass the key to would be Andre, but I don't know where Andre is.
Can I see
Andrew's
Andre?
fight or flight kicks in, and he's definitely a runner.
All right. So you're holding everything for dodge.
Yes.
That is going to take us to Yark.
I just gonna take the keys from his hand and
Sure.
dash through the legs of everybody to go in the tunnel.
Give me
let
one
him
second.
take the keys.
Huh?
I let him take the keys.
I mean, I won't have any trouble getting in front of everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it? Or
Yeah, I have to open that door. But if not, people will get stuck and people will die for nothing.
Okay.
So the door has to be opened as fast as possible.
cool. Okay. That will take us to Rin.
Okay. I am going to cast Disguise Self on myself to look like the cultist we captured.
Okay.
And I'm going to run out of cover and maybe run up the stairs so I'm on like on top of the walls.
Don't get shot by an archer.
Yeah.
And start waving and bowing and trying to get the dragon's attention while running along the walls, away from the crowds of people. And
Which
screaming really loudly. 'Cause why
which
not?
Ryan gets shot by the archers and
Right.
roasted by the dragon because dragon doesn't give a shit about her own cultists?
Are you trying to? Are you signaling to the archers that you're not an enemy in any way?
Yes, I am. Well, I assume they'd see me disguise myself. Maybe they're not paying attention. Huh, I didn't
Okay.
think about that.
Yeah, they're a little occupied.
Yes, I'm yelling, "Don't shoot!"
Okay.
At everybody.
Okay.
The dragons and the archers are just running full speed.
Just
So,
confuse all of them.
Yes.
so as you run up, you start yelling, "Don't shoot!" The archers are like, "Screw that, we're shooting."
Oh no.
But next up is actually the dragon, and I'm gonna say that it notices you, and it doesn't breathe lightning on the section of wall that you are on.
Wow, it's
It is going
considered
to
dragon.
fly in a circle, and it is going to blow. Actually, no. I need to roll for that. Sorry. Let me see what the roll is. What is the recharge? All right, so it actually just kind of flies by, and it kind of just skims the top of the keep and remains flying above as people shoot at it. But it did take notice of you. Make an insight check. Or, I'm sorry, a perception check. Okay.
Ugh, it's not great.
It's a little bit too dark to really get any particular reading off of it of whether or not it noticed you. Tristan.
Tristan pulls out the slingshot, looks at the slingshot, looks at dragon. Governor, I think we have no other choice but to leap through the tunnels. And
Okay.
is he headed downstairs?
The governor or you?
Yeah. The first is the governor heading downstairs.
The governor is trying to help everyone kind of get shepherded inside. more so
Okay.
than attacking. I mean, he's got plenty of archers that'll do that. He's
Then
more worried
Tristan will
about
do the
people around him.
same. Then Tristan will do the same.
Okay, so no attack, just kind of helping get people inside.
Yep. If there's
Okay.
anything that I can roll to like help them evacuate faster, then by all
Let me
means.
see.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. The crowd is kind of worked up into a frenzy. Let's do like a persuasion check to try to get people to calm down.
I can do
Could
that.
I assist because I was trying to help them earlier?
Yeah, let's do that actually. So do it with advantage. Or
Uh, Me or someone else?
which of you has the better persuasion?
It's me, I'm pretty sure.
Tristan.
So I have +6, but I rolled crap for it. So
I have
Yep.
You-
Roll,
+1
roll with
more.
advantage. Do one more.
Oh, I rolled bad though.
Okay.
Alright,
So I'll say.
17.
Oh, okay, cool. So people all around you are kind of like calming. They're not calm, but they are kind of gravitating towards people that are like showing that they're in charge, more or less. And they kind of start to file into a single file line. People are getting through this door faster because you guys are trying to calm them down. Anything else? Tristan, anything else?
nope, that's my turn.
Okay, cool. Indri,
Yeah,
you're actually
Andrew-
already inside, right?
Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, he's gonna fly to the secret passage. Is the first door locked?
The first door is not
Like-
locked. It's the door at the end of the tunnel.
Okay. Yeah, then he's gonna definitely kind of pop it open and you know, not hide it anymore so anyone can follow him.
Okay.
And start going down the tunnel, thinking he's gonna use some acid magic to melt his way through the door if he has to.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna say that you could probably make it down through most of the way through the tunnel in a turn. Not maybe all the way to the end, but you would get there well ahead of everybody else at this point. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, back to Kieran.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing the same thing because how many people are still left coming in?
I'll say probably at this point, because you guys have calmed them down, probably about half of the people that were in the courtyard have either found cover or made it into the keep.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, just sort of hold my ground, and just help try to get people in.
Okay. Oh, and I actually meant to do one thing real quick. Just gonna roll straight up and down d20. All right. So far, the archers have been completely ineffective against this dragon. I'm sorry. What was the last thing you said, Kieran? Just keep helping people.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna I guess I'll hold like a dodge in case he like tries to shoot me with his lightning.
Okay.
But yeah, I just really want to try to help get everyone in somewhere safe.
Cool. All right. Then you are up.
Yeah, I'm continuing to do the same thing, but also I would like to, since about half the people are like inside the keep already, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna go to wherever I saw other people like hide and be like, you need to get into the keep if you want to escape.
Okay. Cool. All right. Then we are at Yark.
Just dash through the end of the tunnel to open the gate.
Okay, so you and Indri are both getting there, probably. Is that it?
Oh yeah, I go as fast as possible to open the gate and keep it open.
Ren, you are now on top of the wall, correct?
Yes.
Disguised as a cultist.
Oh boy. Okay. I am going to cast Thaumaturgy to the
Okay.
like behind the dragon, like if the dragon's facing the walls, correct?
It's flying above the walls right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna like cast it behind the dragon to try to like
Mhm.
distract it, and I can use it to like make a loud sound. So I'm
Okay.
just going to mimic its cry, like its screech, but a little bit different, like a little bit lower behind it, to see if I can get it to like turn around.
Okay.
And then after I cast Thaumaturgy, I am going to drop Disguise Self, and bolt down the walls and towards the cellar, towards everybody else.
Okay. Oh man. Okay. Cool. So the dragon is actually up next. So once you cast Thaumaturgy and it hears a screech, you see it turn just like immediately and start scanning the skies around it.
Do I
Make
notice
it
it do that?
make a history check. Yes, you would. It's pretty obvious.
Oh, not history.
It's more like just a straight up and down knowledge. Oh, do you get advantage on history?
No, -1. Oh, I rolled twice. I'm sorry. So it's the 14.
Okay.
I don't know why.
So
I'm doing
what I'll
this.
say is you maybe through like tales that you've heard growing up about dragons, dragons are selfish. They're territorial and they're selfish and they're not kind to each other. It's not like a usual thing for them to work together. So this thing hearing another screech in the skies behind it would definitely throw it off its trajectory, really. So you're going to see it just immediately turn around and fly that direction, scanning the skies. It is successfully distracted right now.
That's lucky.
But I am going to roll. Okay. Sorry, my dog's going crazy. There's probably a cat sitting on my porch. Tristan, you're up.
Are there still people that haven't left to?
They are just about inside at this point.
Then and the governor is nearby, or
The governor's still like right outside the door with you.
after you, sir, and I hold my action to follow him inside.
Okay. So he's going to run inside at that point. And that is.
And I shall follow.
Why is? Did I mess the order up somehow?
I think you just organized it before I got added.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't mind.
I didn't even notice.
I don't mind
so
doing that. It's not a big deal.
You're still heading towards the end of the tunnel to unlock it, correct?
Yeah, I don't have
Alright,
the key, but yeah.
No, the key is.
Oh, okay. So you make it to the gate. You might be able to fit through the grate. I don't know.
You can make it through the grate.
As long as it's wider than 1 inch.
But it's open
Yeah.
now, isn't it?
So you guys locked it when you came back through.
But
No, I
didn't
mean-
Jarek already got there?
Yeah, in my last turn, I went there to open it.
Well, the tunnel itself is like 50 feet. So we're probably stretching it just a little bit to say you made it there in a dash, but because your dash would be 30 feet, correct?
Yeah.
He's extra panicked.
Well,
You move 60 feet, you get quadruple dash.
I've been on that on 2 turns. The one turn I took the key and I started running into the tunnel, and the second turn I dashed into the tunnel. So
Sorry, I was thinking also you got to run through the keep as well.
Okay.
Which I don't really have a good description for how big it is, but okay. So you guys actually both, will say, make it to the end of the tunnel at this point. The courtyard is pretty much empty, but we are back to Kieran. What are you doing?
Alrighty. So I forget. Did someone say that we got everyone in?
Yes. So you guys managed to kind of
Okay.
calm the crowd enough to get them in a couple rounds.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in behind and just kind of start like following up the rear with everyone trying to get out.
Okay. So you are inside the keep at this point. Everyone's kind of filing down into the cellar. You're inside, but it's still moving slowly. I mean, it does get down to a single file size area down below.
Yeah, and I'll just hold like a like dodge or I'll hold like a dodge in case
Okay.
they somehow manage to get in.
Yeah. Unless the dragon knocks down the keep, it's not getting in. But
Yeah.
okay.
Is there anybody left outside?
Just the guards, just the archers and the people who are trying to fight it off.
Okay, I'm gonna look around to make sure that like there's nobody out.
Okay. Give me a quick like perception check.
I probably will fail this one too. 12.
Okay. I'll say that you notice actually in the corner, one of the children that you rescued earlier is like hiding behind a crate, like too scared to move.
I'm gonna run over, pick them up, and carry them into the keep. And like make sure that like, but I'm gonna hand them off to somebody else so they can carry them in, and I'm gonna go to the cellar as far as I can
Okay.
get.
Okay. So you pretty much get in line with everybody else at this point. So
I would like to stay behind a bit by the cells.
okay. Yep, the cultist is still there.
Yep.
All right, Yark.
Well, I just dash and open the door then if I can reach
Okay.
it,
Yeah, you can get to it this round.
and I just keep it open to make sure everybody can get out of there fast.
Okay.
Tell them
Let's
to be
see.
quiet.
Rin.
Okay, I am going to try the thaumaturgy trick again. Mimic the screech of a dragon, like in a different direction this time, on
Okay.
the other side of the walls. And then I am going to duck into the cellar also, near
Okay.
I and like the rear of the crowd.
So I didn't do it last time. You kind of caught it by surprise, but this time I want you to make a performance check.
Okay.
Okay. So it does manage to distract it again. And actually, I meant to tell you this last time. Take a point of inspiration. Do you know how to mark that on your character sheet?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it should just be you have it or you don't. So, yeah.
Okay,
So it
what does
turns
that
around
do,
again.
though? I'm sorry.
Let me get you the description for you.
Oh, I found it here. It's okay.
Oh, there you go.
I'll just read it through it. My bad.
Yeah, you're good. Basically, it's just an extra dice you can roll for like a check
Oh,
or.
Okay.
It's advantage on a bunch of things just once.
Yeah, I think it's a D10. It's actually been a while since I've used it.
I
So
think
we're-
it depends on if a bard gives it to you versus if a DM gives it to you.
Right.
I think
let me
DM
actually.
can decide what it is.
I
think
thought the
it's
usual rule for like
Advantage.
inspiration was advantage, like the die thing is bardic inspiration, but of course you can home rule it like whichever of the two ways.
Let me see here.
I think DM inspiration is advantage on one throw, anyone of your choice, and it's not the same thing as bardic inspiration, which is a D6
Right.
or D8.
Yeah.
Magic inspiration is much more common.
My other group doesn't do any inspiring things, so. On page 57. I can tell you exactly what it is.
I mentioned it last round, but just like to repeat it, I dropped my disguise self, so I
Okay.
no longer look like the cultist. Just so there's no more risk of being
Just
shot
so
at by
I
the
doesn't
archers.
fucking stab you.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't get cut in half by anyone.
Let's see. Okay, I'll clarify that before we go any further. Okay. Next up is a dragon who again is going to turn around and scan the skies. It does look down at the walls a little bit, but it is more concerned about the sound that it has heard now twice around it that is seemingly invisible. Tristan.
If if I'm keeping the rear, I will retreat with the group. Just
Okay.
keeping the rear of the group.
You are now inside. Indri, you and Yark are at the end of the tunnel. Are you guys just gonna hunker down there, or?
Andrew, he's gonna come out and make an immediate left into those bushes and kind of sit in there and hide.
Okay.
While telling people to be quiet and like kind of motioning for them to also hide.
Okay. So people are starting to kind of filter out behind you. Some of them look scared to come out of the tunnel, knowing that there's a dragon in the air, not 100 feet from them. But they do kind of get down in the bushes, which are thick and overgrown, so it's easy to hide in them. That is going to take us back to the top of the order. Let me roll one time. Man, these archers are not doing anything. So you guys actually notice that once the dragon realizes that all of the people are outside of the courtyard, it flies a little bit higher and then starts to actually fly off into the distance. Somebody give me like an insight check. Who's really good at insight?
Can I do it? Or even if I'm outside the tunnel?
So Ren, with that,
Oh, nice.
you would actually kind of get the sense that this dragon wasn't really attacking to destroy the keep or completely annihilate the defenders. It was more of like an intimidation almost. It just kind of wanted to make its presence known, maybe, is what you would get from that.
Okay.
It's not there really to maybe this is a better description. Wanted to frighten people into staying in cover rather than like branching out. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
It's maybe a little bit too metagamey of a description, but so for now we are out of initiative again, and I know I promise this is not going to be just an all combat campaign.
Yeah.
That's all we've done tonight, but and actually before we move on, I know it's getting late for you guys. Do you want to keep going, or is it getting too
Personally,
late for some?
I am tired and I feel like this is a good place to stop, but
Yeah.
if everybody else wants to keep going, I can keep going for like another hour.
Well,
Let's keep going for a little bit, but this is just like a good place to stop as well. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of tired too.
Okay.
I had to work today, one of my Saturdays, so I was up kind of early.
Sure. Same here. I worked earlier today too, so I get it. Well, I'll tell you what. This seems like a good like pause point, basically.
Yeah.
Yark is who works next Saturday? Somebody works next Saturday, right?
I do. Entry does.
Okay.
Let me look.
I can't
So-
play next weekend.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
So